All right, what's going on? My name is Jose, aka Sonomonjo, and
I thought you didn't use your first name.
Well, it's
Your legal given name.
Well, it's no longer my legal given name.
It will be until we stop being friends.
Well, I mean, legally, it's gonna bounce off, but everyone will probably still know me by Jose.
That's correct.
Well, I'm back again today with
Schirm. Hello.
And
No Salem.
no Salem. He's taking the week off. He put in some PTO. He RTO'd it.
No, we didn't. Told us like 2 days before.
I know, but I was lucky. Thank you. I did scramble a little bit trying to find somebody else to cover, because if it's just me and you, it's just going to be a bunch of arguments about like My Hero or about...
No, I'm not arguing with you on My Hero anymore. I think it's garbage.
But today I'm here with... Say who you are.
Say your full legal name and social security number.
No, just say who you are. Like, if you want to use like whatever online handle you use, or like if you want to say your first name, I don't care what you call yourself, but we at least need to refer to you as something.
Oh, my name's Martin. Basically like that.
You don't want to go by Lucho?
Well, yeah, I guess I'll go with Lucho then.
No, now that I heard Martin, just thinking Gabriel Iglesias skit. Martin.
Fuck, I didn't turn my
Because
phone.
you could smell it.
You could smell it. Yeah, and Martin here happens to be my brother.
What?
Martin is...
See your legal brother? You like half brothers?
Yeah, he's same mom.
Same mom, not same dad.
Yeah, I mean, he might as well be my dad. He's done more than my actual dad, so
Well,
might as well be my dad.
Why do you think we're all here? It's not because we had supportive fathers.
That's true. We'd probably be watching sports rather than anime if we had supportive dads. Well, all right. So, Martin, this is just like some bullshit we do.
What?
All right.
This is the best part of the podcast.
All right. So, you know about Hatsune Miku, right, Martin?
Yeah,
What's a Hatsune Miku?
So, Hatsune Miku's... apparently, this is like an app game. The Color for Stage game apparently removed 2 of Pusu, that's how I'm going to say it, songs. Now, Pusu is apparently very famous for those songs, especially those anime openings and outros. Their most I guess recognizable or recent like big one is the
All
Tokyo
right.
Revengers.
Pull up the clip. I gotta hear it.
You gotta hear the song?
Yep.
All right, let's see.
Because I've never heard of these people.
Let's see.
And I listen to a lot of this fucking opening.
You listen to a lot of these anime openings.
Dude, some of them slapper.
All right.
The domestic girlfriend one goes crazy.
I know that you think that, but
it does.
that anime is complete trash.
Yeah,
dude.
that's fine.
I was so angry.
There's lots of bad anime with good openings. Look at
upset.
Evangelion.
I was so upset, dude.
Yo, can we watch that Nier trailer afterwards?
I'm pretty sure we've already seen this Nier trailer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just in Japanese last time.
Oh yeah, I gotta hear the English though. Where's Jennifer Hale at? Such a shame that they put fucking Tokyo on Hulu, because I might have actually watched it if it was on Crunchyroll. Oh yeah, that's right. She dies. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I mean, if anyone's still on Tokyo Revengers, you should probably go read it.
I can hear it. So is this an anime ED that you would listen to?
Yeah, kind of sounds like the one girl I talk about all the time, Otto.
Otto?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got that growl in her voice.
I'm pretty sure you probably played something similar when we're in the car. Martin, do you listen to anime openings or endings?
Yeah, some of them I do.
Do you?
Some
Yeah,
of them
some of
slapper.
them. Yeah, some of them are pretty good.
Is Martine the one that likes what's it called? 02?
02. Pretty sure everyone liked 02. Yeah, my brother Chris is the one that loves.
Chris is the one? Okay.
Chris loves 9S.
Yeah.
No, that's from something else.
Oh, 02. Oh, yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's
Okay,
Martin.
yeah.
He loves 02.
Kiss of Death was pretty good as an opening.
Did you listen to that opening and ending for
Darling in the
Darling in the
Franxx?
Franxx?
Yeah, I did.
I tend to skip.
I don't
everything.
remember.
I mean, if I'm watching like a brand new anime, I mostly just like skip the. I don't really watch the damn opening.
I don't remember the ending for Darling in the Franxx, but the opening was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the ending. I always skip the ending.
I think one of these days I'm gonna have to get through Darling in the Franxx, like I said before.
No, you really don't.
I
They
think
fumbled that ending so hard.
even you were like, they didn't do.
Yeah, I watched it like maybe
was like-
once.
It was like good up until episode 17, and then it kind of felt like the wheels fell off.
Really, 17? That means you still had like what, 6 episodes to go,
Yeah, it was something like that. They fumbled it super hard at the end.
and you still rode the wave, and you were just kind of like,
Well, yeah,
oh,
I
man.
had to keep watching. I
Man.
had to watch it get worse and worse week by week.
That sucks, dude.
Well, I guess I wasn't watching week to week.
You binged it.
Yeah, did I ever tell you the story on why I watched Darling in the Franxx?
No, what was it?
I think it was Kim Kardashian mentioned something about it. She said 02 was her hair inspo, and I was like, well, might as well.
Can you imagine watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians or the Kardashians? And
I think she tweeted it. I don't think she publicly came out. She was probably on her Twitter or something.
Dude, even still, like, sometimes you'll see stuff come out in headlines, and then you'll watch the Kardashian. Well, not me, but like my wife, and then I'll just see like the thing that happened, and then Kim freaking out like, why does everything happen to me? But I do remember you telling me that. Do you also remember the your favorite Kanye quote?
No, I think I remember my favorite Drake quote, or the other one.
No, your favorite Kanye quote was, "I'm gonna fix wolves."
That's a tweet, brother.
That's still a quote.
Yeah, that man was deranged. Did you ever hear about the release of that album?
Apparently it was supposed to be like
it's supposed to have like a completely different name, and then like a week before it dropped, he was like, "I'm gonna change it to this."
Yeah, he liked the
album.
album.
That was The Life of Pablo, right?
I think it was Yeezus.
It might be. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But Kanye is a deranged man.
Yes, sir.
Let's have him continue. Well, okay, deranged like Pusu, whatever these guys are called. It was a band.
It's just attempted murder. He'll go to prison. It'll be fine.
That's true. He is 30 years old, but it says he had a teenage girlfriend. Now they didn't specify her age, but he is in jail. And the band has definitely gone, yeah, we were already planning on breaking up, but this definitely, I will never work with that guy ever again. Also, Hatsune Miku game had to respond like, yeah, we're taking those songs out of our game.
Oh, dude, like whenever somebody gets in trouble in Japan, they blacklist and abandon that motherfucker. Like, Yakuza, I think it was like a dragon, or it was one of those Yakuza games.
I know what you're talking about. They completely replaced the voice actor.
Yeah, because he got caught with weed and got charged with it. So they were like, yep, you're gone. Get someone else.
Well, if you take a look at the side here, this is the guy that had brought up a few weeks ago about how he was like having an affair with one of his fans for like 4 years, but he was also like mentally and physically abusing him. But as a news story,
which voice actor is that?
We vetoed him at the time on this news story, but let me see here.
It says One Piece. That's the only thing I care.
Sabo. Yeah, he was the Sabo voice actor. Now he'll.
Yo, I've been reading the One Piece manga, as you probably saw. Yo, what's that? Where's my fucking phone at? Bring up the Discord real quick, because that's a 10 out of 10 fucking image that I sent you.
What is the D? What is the D? Martin, you haven't gotten on One Piece yet, have you?
No, I have not.
One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece is one of those that I recommend. It's long, but like it's worth it.
Read it though.
I read it. It's worth to read rather than like
watch it.
What did I post that? I think there was.
This still makes me giggle.
No.
Well, I
is that from fucking
My Dress Up Darling?
God, I hate you. Don't post spoilers.
It's not a spoiler, but
well, don't post things that I don't know about yet.
All I was saying is like we've come full circle.
I don't know what comes full circles means.
Well, once we get to it in season 4, you'll know. But shit. No, but yeah, like this band was already on the like verge of apparently was already gonna break up, or they were already gonna go on hiatus, and yeah, this has just basically killed the band. And I was looking at a lot of tweets, comments, and message boards for this, especially, and even a couple like Reddit comments a couple of weeks or months prior to this, like this specific news story breaking, and people were so sad that this band is just like was on a trajectory course to like destruction. So I can only imagine that this specifically has just like completely saddened a lot of fans. It's like imagine BTS, one of them
behind the scenes.
It's like imagine BTS and one of their members, like all of their members were like not friendly with each other, but they had to act friendly, but everybody knew the inside scoop, and then one of them just attempted to kill his girlfriend.
The JoJo Siwa McDonald's meal was better than the BTS meal.
Probably true.
I don't know.
Didn't Travis Scott have a McDonald's meal?
Yeah, he
I
did.
actually tried that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was okay, I guess.
Did he have any original sauce?
No. I mean, I didn't really taste the sauce.
Well,
I'm surprised they replaced Sabo. Although the last time they used him was probably like 3 years ago. So
what? Like the Gladiator? Like Dressrosa?
No.
No, Dressrosa was
it's
a
after.
long time ago.
It's right after what you read because you go into the Reverie.
The Reverie, right?
Yeah.
So he was
because he's there briefly, and then I mean, I guess they used him like a month ago because there's a clip of like Sabo escaping from an island that's getting destroyed.
Is it like a new content or is it like old?
I would assume it's new. I don't know. I'd have to check the voice actor. I also don't pay that much attention to Sabo's voice. It's not very distinct, and you don't hear him a lot. So
that's true. You probably won't even think anything of him. So yeah, the Sabo voice actor, gonna be blacklisted. This other guy gonna be blacklisted for attempting to murder somebody. But moving on to a lighter note, a terrible company with amazing games, Nintendo. They came out with the Nintendo Direct. Now I know Martine, you sometimes play Christina's Nintendo Switch.
Not anymore.
No, oh, did she break it?
No, she just doesn't. I mean, she barely uses it. I mean, the only time she ever uses it is when she plays like her games, but she can only down like one game.
Okay, what was your question? More Zelda?
Yeah, did they announce another mainline Zelda game?
No, not a mainline Zelda game, but there
So like a handheld quote unquote Zelda game.
Yeah, you know how like Zelda would get like a chibi version or something like that?
Yeah, it's like the handheld Zeldas, even though the Switch it is a handheld, but it's not.
So do you remember a couple years ago they remade
that looks like dog shit.
Yeah, so this is apparently a follow-up to that remake of Zelda's Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Or it's in the style. It's in the same style, but
did they announce another Switch too?
It's just a special edition Switch Lite with the Hyrule.
Because I think people are talking about there being another Switch, like a new model of the Switch coming out.
They keep talking about it in follow-up to the Switch 2, but I mean, honestly, who cares? At this point, yeah, like, just do something new. Like, you know, up your hardware.
What is it? The Nintendo Switch came out like, what, 2017?
Yeah, it's been out for a while. So, and it was technically what kicked off, this current generation.
They're going to save us with Koei Tecmo's America's Fairy Tale 2.
Well, have you seen that this Fairy Tale game is a JRPG? Like, it's turn-based. It's like Persona-esque.
I mean, it could be cool.
I took a little bit of a look at it. I've kind of been on the fence about getting it myself, but and then this Fantasia Neo Dimension, this was by the creator of Final Fantasy and the songwriter for the original Final Fantasy. They created this game, but it was originally locked to Apple Arcade. So, I mean, this might be one I pick up.
This looks like the most JRPG I've ever seen.
Well, it's by the godfather of JRPGs, so I can't imagine.
Quick skip on that one.
Nintendo Switch Sports?
No, the JRPG one.
I mean, I might pick it up. I was almost this close to getting Apple Arcade once just to play it, but I was like, not worth it. There's also a lot of indie stuff, some Disney stuff, as you can see here, Hello Kitty stuff.
Good, yeah.
Looney Tunes stuff. Just a lot of shovel.
Oh, Among Us, finally.
Venting.
They finally put it on. You know that game's on the phone, right?
Yeah, no, this is just a free update with new crew members and imposter roles.
Oh, DLC drop, got it.
Yeah, and then this one is hilarious. Apparently, this is just kind of like Pokemon, but you grow your monsters.
Why does that guy look like Natsu?
Probably the manga author was like, yeah, I'll draw you some monsters.
Donkey Kong Country hitting the fucking big hits.
Just gonna destroy my thing. And then Dragon Quest, I think we had mentioned this before, that Dragon Quest got a remake. But Dragon Quest 1 and 2 are also gonna get a 2D remake.
Please tell me that's not some Funko.
What the fuck is
Funko
that?
Pop Fusion. It's just like a nothing game. Like what
hey, Luigi's Mansion 2, that could be cool.
I mean, it's gonna,
striking while that iron's fucking ice cold.
It's true. The original Luigi Mansions 2, locked to the 3DS?
No, I think it came out on the GameCube.
No. The original did come out on the GameCube. Then they remade the original game for the 3DS to be followed up.
Oh, this is a remake. Got it. Okay.
Yep, this is kind of either a port or a remake.
This is an HD upgrade.
And then the new Denpa Man, probably a Japanese thing. Metal Gear
Slug.
Oh, Metal Slug, not Metal Gear. Darkest Dungeon. I think this was originally like an indie PC game.
Yep.
And then they announced this fucking Nintendo Online update like it was gonna be big shit. Perfect Dark, Metroid, and Zelda, and Turok. Like, who's playing this?
People that don't know that emulators exist.
And then, Phantom Brave, but the thing I was most excited for, can you guess?
Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Correct. No, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Game Collection.
I heard they put out like NVC2 for free or something when they announced this.
Did they?
I think so.
Dude, that's like my favorite. Dude, I emulated that game for PS2. I had so much fun with it, but it is such a hard game. And then, like I said earlier, Legend of Zelda Wisdom. This is actually kind of funny. The gameplay they had here was like Zelda needed to get across a certain platform. So what they were doing is they were just having Zelda stack 3 beds on top of each other, and she was like traversing that way.
Is it actually Zelda? Or is it...
No, yeah, it's Zelda.
Oh.
So you finally get a Legend of Zelda with Zelda, and then Just Dance.
Just Dance.
Let's go.
And then Lego Horizon Adventures.
Yo, this is a shit fucking Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is Stray the cat game? Okay.
Yeah, Stray is gonna get ported over, and then
Sure.
Tales of the Shire,
Oh, that looks like shit. What the fuck are we doing?
a Lord of the Rings game, and then the Ace Attorney.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I want to play the fucking Sims and fucking Lord of the Rings. That's awful.
Wish Baker would have been here. I think these character designs were made by the Danganronpa guy.
Oh.
Because they look exactly like the Danganronpa characters. Let me show you.
The enemies may look cute, but they're also deadly.
Yeah, do you see the Danganronpa-ness in it?
A little bit, I guess.
And the enemies are not that cute. They look pretty ugly.
They may look cute, but they're also deadly. Yeah, this is a Salem thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a visual novel.
Romancing Saga 2.
Revenge of the Seven.
Man, they are just scraping the bottom of the barrel.
And then Metroid Prime 4. Finally, after fucking over 15 years probably, I saw a Metroid Prime trilogy collection for the Wii at the local video game store earlier this week.
Is this still like 2.5D or is it full 3D?
No, it's the full 3D one. I know a lot of people like love these Metroid Prime games, but like I never played them, so not for me. But anyways, what did you think about this Nintendo Direct?
It looks really bad.
Anything in there for you?
Probably not. The only thing I'll say is it seems like they're, besides Metroid Prime 4, it seems like they're definitely holding back some bigger stuff or maybe a new console release.
It definitely does seem that way, especially when like half of this announcement was like third parties. Like there's a PlayStation property in
the
there.
only mainline things are like a Luigi's Mansion remake or upgrade, whatever you want to call it, and a new like puzzle-based Zelda game.
Yeah, like
it doesn't seem like they're doing anything big because they're probably waiting to drop the big releases with like a new console.
And a lot of this was like Tales of the Shire or like another like porting Stray over.
Yeah, these seem like third party or like B team first party games at best.
This definitely didn't seem like their A game, and you're probably right. Either we're waiting on a new Nintendo console, or Nintendo's just like they don't know what to do anymore.
Do you think they make it handheld again?
They're 100% gonna make it handheld. And this Nintendo Direct, not very stimulating. Waiting for a new console, Nintendo, and hopefully you can build something akin to the Steam Deck. Because I'm kind of tired.
I mean, they won't. That's the problem. Is it'll just be
another game.
It'll be like an upgraded Switch, because I don't think they're gonna drop the handheld part of it.
100%. They're too dedicated on being innovators rather than catering to the
Plus,
customer.
like, even if you made like a Steam Deck, like what games would it play? Like, you gonna have fucking GBA slots on that motherfucker? I doubt it.
It's true, but I remember our friend Tristan, he was complaining a little bit just because of how shitty Tears of the Kingdom was playing, and I guess that's like why everybody else who like did buy Tears of the Kingdom instead of pirating it day one, when they bought their copy, there was like, this runs like absolute dog shit, and I guess I'm just gonna have to run it on an emulator. Like, it sucks, but Nintendo really does need to do something about this.
Well, it's because like everyone's like, oh, it's a handheld console, but then they don't realize it's gonna run worse when it's not docked.
That's true.
Because like I think the dock at least takes some of the processing away from like the machine itself.
Well, here's to Nintendo. Hopefully they have a better Direct later. I watched Donkey's reaction to this, and even he was just kind of like, you could just feel it in the video. He was not feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just feels like they're saving more stuff for later. I don't know if that's gonna be this year. It's possible, but I feel like if you were gonna announce a new Switch and have it ready for like end of year, you'd have done it by now. Or like, yeah, I feel, because when was E3? Like before they stopped doing E3? Because I feel like it was like this month or next month.
I don't even remember. I never kept up with them.
I feel like they always like put that stuff out there at least a few months in advance, so that way like people will be ready for like the holiday season to buy it. So I feel like if we haven't heard about it now and it wasn't at this Direct, we probably won't hear about it till next year.
That's true. Keeping with the video game theme though, the Elden Ring, the guy who writes the Elden Ring Gag Manga, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go on hiatus, guys. Gotta go play some Elden Ring. Elden Ring what? Dropped yesterday, you said?
Shadow of the Erdtree.
Yeah. Do you play Elden Ring?
No.
I have not played Elden Ring. What about you, Martin?
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah.
I know if Salem had the money, he would probably play Elden Ring.
Yeah, because he said he played Souls, right? Played Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
I think he played the first three and maybe Bloodborne. I don't know.
Yeah, I know he's a fan. So, yeah, kind of. This is pretty funny to see. I mean, keeping in line with the comedies, like, yeah, gonna go play some Elden Ring. Sorry, guys, manga's on hiatus. So, I just thought that was pretty funny.
That was like a George R.R. joint, wasn't it, too? Like, he helped with Elden Ring.
Who, this guy?
No, Like,
Oh, George R. R. Martin.
he was attached to the Elden Ring project, I'm pretty sure.
I watched a clip about this a while ago. Apparently, his role was to come in,
Yeah.
establish the world,
Yeah.
and basically flesh it out. And then what Miyazaki did was completely destroy it. So Miyazaki basically turned Martin's original concept into what Elden Ring is.
I feel like you're giving me more evidence to my theory that George R. R. Martin is a hack that got lucky.
That he's just like not working on the Game of Thrones book.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that he's always been a hack fraud, but as of late, it seems like he's just riding on the coattails of
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
I mean,
dog, you could have finished it by now, or at least put out another book.
This was my theory. I think I said this a couple weeks ago too when we talked about George R. R. Martin. Do you think he's just waiting to die so that he can put out those 2 books just so he doesn't have to hear the criticism for it?
I don't know what he's doing. It seems like he realized he can kind of coast and like doesn't really care if the books ever come out or not.
That's true because he's working on a whole.
Because how old is he?
He's like 70. He's up there.
Yeah, dude could die tomorrow and we'd never get those books. And thank God I'm not a fan of the series at this point because I'd be mad.
You'd definitely be upset.
Because it seems like he's just fucking wasting time. Like, he could have put those books out, at least one of them.
It's true because in the last book, he puts out a chapter for the following book.
Right.
And the chapter's been there. Like, there's been a couple of chapters released, but no full book.
Like, I'm not saying he's necessarily a bad writer. I just feel like he got lazy or contented almost.
Well,
Because, like, you could tell if it's a good writer and they want to keep going, they'll fucking just keep going.
Well, think of it like this. Like, aside from Stephen King, like, who really has read his books besides, like, middle-aged, like, boomers or Gen Xers? Because I have never read
It's
a single...
a Stephen King book. Is To Kill a Mockingbird a Stephen King book?
No, that's way old. That's like... And it was also a woman. It's like Pet Sematary, The Dark Tower.
You remember when
Carrie.
they tried to make the Dark Tower universe?
Yeah, they can't really make the Dark Tower universe because apparently the Dark Tower is a culmination of everything he's ever written.
Makes sense.
So, like, apparently, like, there's some creatures from, like, it in the book.
Is Pennywise in it?
Pennywise himself is not in it,
Oh.
but, like, he's kind of, like, hinted at or alluded to, and I think the turtle may be in it. I don't remember, though. I'm not a fan of those books. I've never read them, so I wouldn't know. But, yeah. Elden Ring author for the gag manga on hiatus, too busy playing games.
Yep.
I did bring this up earlier. The Cardcaptor Sakura gets its own pizza, but look at this pizza. Would you eat this?
Unrelated to this, no, that I don't know what that is, but it looks disgusting. Going back to Hatsune Miku, did you ever see when, I think it was Domino's America had a Hatsune Miku thing?
No, I didn't.
Maybe it wasn't America, because it was like the American president of Domino's, and it had like an AR where she danced on the fucking pizza box, because the pizza box had a design like a dance floor, and you could like AR with your phone a Hatsune Miku on the pizza box. It's ridiculous. I should show you a clip sometime.
You should. Just Hatsune Miku dancing on your Pizza Hut box.
Domino's? I mean, this lines up. Fucking Japanese corporations love to do shit like this. It's weird that it's Cardcaptor Sakura, though.
I mean, this specific thing does not look good. Martine, like, what do you think? Like, what did you watch Cardcaptor Sakura at all? Okay, so yeah, like I watched a little bit of it. I really like it, but whatever this is, I wouldn't eat it. But I think if you buy it, you can get a free Pizza Hut keychain and the little face up there. I don't know what it is though.
What is that in the middle? That looks like a ball.
How does this work? Because there's nothing in the middle of the pizza. It just looks like her wand.
Fuck if I know, dog.
There's so much empty space where the pizza slices would go. I don't even know what this is. This looks like pizza, but it says, I'm not reading. Like, I remember reading this, but it's all gone out of my head. I don't know, man. I do like the pizza box though. It has soccer on it.
Oh.
So that's like one of the only good things about it, I guess. But yeah, I wouldn't eat this. This is really funny. But Pizza Hut at it again with anime. Because what was the other one? Didn't they help fund Code Geass?
That's correct.
I didn't know that.
And Miku Domino's.
Yep.
I mean, they have weird crossovers all the time. Gotta bring those young kids into these brands.
That's true.
Get them started early.
All right, so let's keep in touch with corporations collabing with anime. My Hero Academia shares first look at next NBA collab. Now, this was the first time I had heard of this, but apparently you knew about this before?
I mean, I don't know necessarily if it was always a brand thing, but like NBA players. Oh yeah, I love Richard Carr. Unkinkable hoses, that's my favorite. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. Comic book.
Yo, Chicago smash, Los Angeles smash.
Golden State smash. What is that other one? New York
Man,
smash?
if you're gonna at least pick one, pick like fucking whatever Detroit's team and put Detroit smash on
Los
there.
Angeles smash. Yeah, this just kind of looks like, oh, let's do the same thing over and over. Because look at this. This is just All Might redrawn. I think this was their first collaboration though. But their second collaboration, I think, what was it? Like,
I always thought those was shoes. I did not realize it was shirts.
dude, me and Martine, like a while back,
Look at that.
look at Deku. He's
fucking put this fucking basketball on here.
He's dribbling so hard he broke your ankles. I think like a couple years ago, me and Martine really wanted the Dragon Ball Nike collab shoes, but I think they had like sold out.
Did you buy all
super
the
quick.
Reese's Puffs, Goku?
No, I did not buy all those.
You didn't get Goku and Piccolo and Shenron?
No.
What?
No, I did not.
Vegeta.
Do you remember that, Martine? They came out with like some Dragon Ball shoes,
Yeah, I remember that.
and Mom didn't want to get them for us, and we were so sad.
I mean, I've seen Naruto, like a fucking NBA player with Naruto shoes on before.
Yeah, I've seen that, but these were like Dragon Ball shoes, like Nike, and there were 7 shoes in total. I think there was like Goku, Vegeta, Cell,
I think Piccolo was there.
Piccolo,
Too. Yeah. Gohan, right? I think it was Gohan.
maybe Gohan, and if you collect all 7 boxes, it made Shenron.
Piccolo, known member of the Black
But like they were
Black
like
Air
about,
Force.
Yeah, Piccolo's black Piccolo is definitely,
He's been adopted by the African American community.
he sure has.
You guys can't have him. You can have everyone else.
Damn it, who was? I think recently, like there was some talk online about how like Luffy's been adapted into the Latin community, but
I don't know. Luffy's Brazilian.
yeah, but that's what I was saying. I was like, Brazil is kind of like, that's tenuous at best if you're calling
Yo,
them Latin.
that motherfucker that played Sanji has been thirst trapping all over the internet.
Has he?
It's going crazy.
Wait, the live action Sanji?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man was cooking for Emily Rudd the other day. I saw a video, and then he was like in the Congo, like making fucking food, and I was like, man, this guy really diving all the way in.
Ugh.
It's a shame he'll have to be replaced in fucking 5 years or whatever.
Did you watch that One Piece live action, Martin?
No, I did not. I look, don't like watching any of the live action. I think they're just horrible.
I think the One Piece one is like the better, one of the better ones out of most of the live action stuff they've done.
Okay. Well,
I didn't hate myself while watching it.
okay. Well,
Like, I know those Bebop fans were
Big mad?
pretty angry. Fuck, what's the like child character? I don't really remember.
I have no idea.
Dude, if you ever see that clip of the live action fucking Cowboy Bebop,
I think I have seen it, and I saw a comparison, and they were like, "This is why sometimes anime does not translate. They need to stop."
yeah.
Okay, so moving on from that, let's get into some anime stuff. Black Butler, Infinite Hiatus. Sometimes this means just done. Martine, you were telling us earlier that you watched the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I watched them.
How
I
are
remember. They were pretty good.
It's good.
I mean, the second season kind of like it kind of. I feel like it kind of dropped from the first season. I don't think it wasn't as, like I wasn't really not motivated on watching it, but I still finished.
Is this reverse harem?
Like, what is Black Butler about?
It's about basically a child that like has a contract with a devil, and his devil is his butler. Like a contract. He's basically a demon that's a butler.
Is it a little gay?
Kind
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. It is gay.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
It
there's
is
got
pretty
some
gay.
BL in there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you think this would be one for our brother Chris?
Yeah, I'm surprised
I
Chris
don't
hasn't
really
watched
know.
this.
I mean, I feel like it depends on who's actually watching.
It's
All right.
fucking horned up teenage girls. They're like, these butlers are so hot.
That is true.
I mean, indefinite hiatus doesn't mean indefinite, because I think Nier Automata during its original run was on indefinite hiatus for a few episodes, and then it eventually came back. So
Yeah, no, I know that, but like every now and then, if they say indefinite hiatus, like sometimes it just means it never comes back.
right. I mean, fucking how many times has the Hunter x Hunter guy gone on hiatus?
That's true. And then like his wife just helps him like fix some stuff every now and then. The Sailor Moon author.
Yeah.
Well, I've always had an eye on Black Butler, but maybe I could give it a watch.
It doesn't seem like a show that I would enjoy.
Probably.
It's not for me. Hot boys doing hot boy things doesn't seem like something I'd be super into.
I'd have to I think I should give it a fair shot, but yeah.
Yeah, and you can watch Free too.
Which one?
Free. That's just hot boy swimming.
Oh,
Or you could watch Yuri on Ice. That's just guess Hot Boy's doing
Ice skating.
ice skating.
Maybe.
Has a banger OP though.
We talked about this earlier. Live action Oshinoko trailer. I watched this. I'm not gonna play it. You know what? I could play it. And then
If their eyes don't sparkle, what's the point?
Their eyes do not sparkle.
Wow.
And
unbelievable.
I'll just tell you right now, I don't know what the point is. We've already got the anime. I know that the manga is like super popular. I know that the anime.
Did they CGI in the babies?
You know, that would be really hilarious.
Holy.
But I mean, it looks really good.
It looks fine, I guess.
No, like I mean, we're talking
Yo,
about.
is that the stalker? Yo, spoilers for Oshinoko. I have not seen that clip they just showed with the arm and the blood.
We'll get to it.
Okay, great.
But yeah, like this is, you know, like, do we need a live action? I guess so. Like, apparently there's been a lot of like.
I
manga.
ask this every time we see a live action or like a stage play. It's like, do we need this? Not really.
Apparently, like, they're really popular in Japan, so like it's for them. It's for them. It's not for us.
They're all about that theater production.
That's true. I mean, it's like it's how we adapt comic book stuff all the time. Like, it's some of it's definitely not for adaptation, but we still do it anyways.
That's true. Everyone remembers that Deadpool movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, it's like
not the good one.
It's like it's like that. We're adapting like Deadpool or any of the MCU stuff, but they're not one to one. You know, they're not adapting.
It's like that bad Ant-Man movie, the third one.
Oh,
I am not a dick.
Oh,
did you like it when MODOK said that?
MODOK? Yeah.
MODOK said, "I am not a dick."
I'm not a dick. Oh,
yeah.
Such a bad movie. You know, I'm not gonna watch Oshinoko live action. I might give it a chance, but I don't think I will. I've already read the manga chapter once. I've already watched the episode once. You know, I'm just ready to move on. I don't need a third adaptation.
What are we waiting for season? Yeah, that season 2 got announced recently.
Yeah, it's next season.
Means I gotta binge through fucking Oshinoko.
Yep, yes sir. The director Katsuhira Hashino. Gotta get this right. Salem's not here. And character designer Shigeroni.
Where are you at? I can't.
Right here. Shigeroni Sojima. Shigenori Sojima.
Sojima, yeah.
Both Persona 5 veterans now filling in the same roles in Atlus's new game Metaphor. I brought this game up a couple of times, but they had this take about how, like, sure, you can call JRPGs, like, they don't mind. Unlike the Final Fantasy devs, apparently, like Tetsuya Nomura, he's just like, and Hideki Kamiya,
okay, Kamiya's a fucking psychopath.
That's true. But they were just kind of like, yeah, you can call them JRPGs. Why is that an issue? But like, apparently Tetsuya Nomura was just like, this is just a role-playing game. Stop categorizing.
I mean, Kamiya doesn't make fucking RPGs anyway. He makes character action games.
That's true.
Wait, what do you call them?
Hack and slash.
Wrong.
No.
Character action.
Bayonetta and Devil May Cry are hack and slash.
Bayonetta's not even like a hack and slash game. It's like character action as fuck. Like you can make the argument that a Devil May Cry is hack and slash because
I know Martine's played Devil May Cry. What do you think? Is it hack and slash or is it character action? Do you even know the difference, Martine?
There is no difference. We're saying the same thing.
It kind of does sound like it. I mean,
what, hack and slash? You're fucking crazy.
Is Devil May Cry a hack and slash? Okay, compared to like the old
Devil May Cry is like closer to hack and slash, but I feel like if you're gonna categorize
Bayonetta,
yeah, I feel like that's more character action. She doesn't hack and slash. She like fucking she has pistols,
but she's also got lots of melee weapons.
Sure.
She's got swords and stuff.
I don't know.
I feel like mostly just the
hack and slash seems like the kind of name you would give like an early category for a video game, and then later they were like, nope, it's character action. It doesn't really matter. I just always like character action better because it feels truer to the genre because it's a character doing cool character action stuff rather than it's a character that's hacking and slashing their way through the video game.
That's true. But I guess going back to this though, JRPGs. When was the last time you played one?
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Right. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, a remake of a early JRPG, which was just turn-based. I mean, are those your kind of games?
Are they mine?
Yeah.
I liked Persona 5. It was fine.
You know who else liked Persona 5? This guy right here.
It was fine.
Martine, tell us how many times you played it.
It's like a 6.5, maybe a 7 on a good day.
I probably beat the game about like 4 times.
Who the fuck would you play that game 4 fucking times?
He's playing Persona 4 right now.
He's like, I had to get all the fucking romance endings. I had to see the harem ending. That was probably your first ending, wasn't it?
Martine, what was your first romance ending?
It was he got the harem ending.
It was Makoto.
Yeah, that's my boy, fucking Makoto, man.
You guys are shunning me right now. What?
No,
the
dude,
shogi girl?
Yeah, you picked like the most nonsense.
That was like my third playthrough.
His third playthrough, Shogi Girl. But
Dude, Shogi Girl is so fucking like nonsensical
Kinda
of a
lame.
pick. If you're not gonna pick Anne, Haru, or
I don't
Makoto,
think I've ever
Futaba's
maxed out
weird.
like that.
why would I pick up Billboard Head? Like, come on, man.
What? Fucking Anne?
No.
Futaba?
Haru.
Haru? I'm not saying you
I'm never
should.
gonna-
Haru showed up so fucking late to the game. And if I remember right, you had to like have maxed out a skill. So it was like you had to been planning to romance Haru.
I think so. Okay, Martine, what were all your romances?
I think it was Anne.
Gross.
Like I remember I was going for the all girlfriends thing at the end.
Yeah, the harem. And
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got the harem.
Yeah,
where
I
they
got-
come
I
and
got
beat
every,
you up
like,
on
I got every
Valentine's
single
Day.
one of them maxed out.
Wait, so Makoto and Shogi Girl and then the harem ending. Oh, okay. He's a man of culture.
The only reason I picked Makoto is because Sai was not available. Sai was
sister? The
yeah,
older
that's
sister?
correct.
Yeah, for real.
She was the best one.
Look, even
I'm
Martine, that older woman.
Because weren't they planning on making her a romance option,
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
like cut her because they needed another palace?
Yeah, and also like
Some
apparently he like the main character was gonna live with her or something, and they like
Yeah,
scrapped it.
there you go. Boom.
Better.
Better than the fucking teacher.
I mean, but these, yeah,
Never maxed out teacher like
No,
that.
you have to max out the teacher so you can go out at night.
yeah, or
remember-
Morgana will
I
hold you at
remember-
gunpoint.
I didn't like. I remember one playthrough. I did not just max her out at all. Like,
Yeah, I
she's
mean,
still at
you
level one.
you max her out, but you don't romance her because you're like, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, the teacher kind of sucks.
Yeah, she's
I
not.
only ever used her for the massages.
Yeah, exactly. You had to, so you could go out at night. Otherwise, Morgana's bitch ass would be like, "You had a long day at school. Go to bed."
That's
Okay.
okay.
Actually, the Hoshino, he told Game Radar Plus apparently via an interpreter that he apologizes if this is a basic answer, but some people think that JRPG is a good thing and a good genre. They're positive about the concept. Some are negative about the concept. I think it's up to the individual. It's up to each person to determine what they like about what they want from what they want. For us to think about JRPGs, we don't think about RPGs. We just want to make a fun game. When you pick up a game, do you just want it to be fun?
Here's my thing. When I like some Japanese RPGs kind of hit the same like neuron activation in my brain when I see a really bad isekai where it's just like the Seventh Prince one from this season. It's like, oh yeah, that looks like some fucking rewriting the same bullshit that we had last season, but in a different fucking skin. Like sometimes JRPGs just seem like that to me where it's like, we're gonna do the same things. It's gonna be a coming of age story. We're gonna have like 4 female characters, like a party. We're gonna go on adventures, do things. Like, I'm not opposed to it being a good game, but most of the time when I see like the image and it's just like 6 characters on a screen all looking like slightly off in the distance, I'm like, fuck man, I can't be bothered to spend 100 hours for this.
And that's literally how long they are.
Yeah, it's like the only reason I played Persona, and I feel like Salem would probably feel the same, is like we were influenced by other people to play Persona because they were like, these are good games. And I think the same thing happened with Shin Megami Tensei where he had heard about that and he was like, oh, well, I should probably try these out. Probably same with Danganronpa too. I never got those bugs where I was like, I should play SMT and Danganronpa, but I was like, well, people talk about how Persona's good. Persona 5's coming out. I'll play that one as my first one.
I think I let you borrow my copy, right, Martin?
Mhm.
How long was your first playthrough?
Like 100 and something hours. It was long because
Yep.
That sounds about right.
I got stuck on the second palace.
Which
going
one
to
was
the
this?
painting.
The paintings.
Yeah, Mama Around. It
I
wasn't.
don't remember getting stuck at any point in that game.
I remember also getting stuck
She-Hose was a
in
piece of
vanilla
shit.
P5 and I just stopped playing, and then for some reason I picked up Royal and I just like I just flew by it.
So I played through like most of the first palace in Persona 5 and then got to a save point like right before the end. I was like, okay, I'll put this down. I'll come back to it. And then like I didn't come back to it for a few months and my save file was corrupted. And I was almost about to be like, you know what? Fuck Persona. I'm never playing this bullshit again. Because you had like my save file was fucked to the point where I couldn't even like go back to a previous save. I just had to start all over.
What were you playing it on?
PS4 probably. Yeah,
you had a PS4?
It had to be a PS4. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
So it's like, cause that intro and like beginning part of the game
it
is
takes
so
forever.
long.
It takes forever.
Cause it's gotta handhold you through everything. It's how I feel when I play Pokemon games now, like the newer ones.
Yeah.
Where it's like, no, I know how to catch a Pokemon. You don't have to hold my hand here.
I think it's like for the 8-year-olds that are picking up their first Pokemon
I
game.
mean,
But it's also like, dude, dude.
I get it for them, but it's
But-
like, give me the option to just be like, turn it off.
But to be fair, there's most like 90% of your fans are probably going to be returning fans, so you don't need to show
or
them.
just give me the option. Just give me the option to turn it off.
Skip. Oh man. All right.
I think they might have started doing that with the newer Pokemon games. I feel like I heard that somewhere.
Oh, speaking of JRPGs, what do you think about those fucking Pokemon games? Some people do not consider them JRPGs. For
I could see why you'd call it a JRPG. Like, I wouldn't consider it that. Like, I'd consider Pokemon games, and like maybe you could consider Digimon in there too. It's just like its own kind of game, even though it's technically an RPG.
Digimon kind of does branch out. Like those Cyber Sleuth games are just Persona clones, and then the like original Digimon games are just like, hey, try to raise a Digimon and not have it die on you, because if it does, you're gonna have to start all over.
Yeah, it's like I don't have a problem with calling them JRPGs. I just never think about them that way. It's like they're like, that's one of the few games where I'd be like, no, this is its own genre. This is just Pokemon is its own thing.
Pokemon is just Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of tell people this all the time, that I think Persona or Shin Megami Tensei is kind of like Pokemon. You're collecting demons or personas.
That's right.
And the Cyber Sleuth game is the same thing. You're collecting Digimon. I mean, yeah, but I guess you're right. Like Pokemon in and of itself is like its own thing. It's so massive, like you can't get away from it. But
I mean, you can call them JRPGs. That's fine. I'm not going to argue with you. It's just
like, it's technically wearing a JRPG outfit, but I guess some people are just like, that's weird. That's not what I would call it. I'd just call it Pokemon.
Pretty much.
And then our last news story. I've seen a lot of people trying to defend this title.
So I have a couple questions.
Go ahead.
This is about if my wife becomes an elementary school student.
It's not about if she becomes an elementary school student. I'll just tell you right off the bat. She got killed. The original wife.
No, I have questions before we begin.
All right.
Okay, so the husband, I'm assuming, works at the school or something?
No.
Okay. Does the husband know that the small child is his wife?
No.
Okay.
So, okay.
I'm already over it.
Okay, so
Does the child know that? Does the child reincarnate with all the memories?
Yes. So
I'm still over it.
all right, so this is what I was going to tell you. I read the first like 10 chapters or so. I'll just give you like chapter 1. Turns out like the mom had passed away because she got killed by a drunk driver. Family falls apart. The daughter doesn't really talk to her dad. The dad doesn't really talk to her daughter. They start eating like really bad takeout food. They don't eat healthy or anything at all. The girl grew up knowing who she had been in the past, and one day she, out of curiosity, she walks past her old place and just sees that her old family is just torn. They never moved on, right? So she goes, talks to them, and is like, hey, I'm your mom, I'm your old wife, and please, can you move on? Like, this is sad.
Okay, so they know.
No, she like tries to tell them. At first they're not convinced, like, hey, this is a child. Look, it only lasts one chapter until like she convinces them, like, no, I am your wife, we got married at this time, and you're my daughter, these are our memories. And they're like, okay, this is our mom. And she's like, get over it, move on, it's been 10 years, right?
So does she go to live with the...
No, she doesn't.
This is the worst.
The daughter, like, sure, she got reincarnated, but she needs to live her new life, you know?
Oh my God.
But her old family needed some kind of closure, so that's like what it was mainly about. This has kind of been ongoing. It also got adapted into live action first, and now it's just getting in anime. But like I've been saying, people are already mad at the name, that the English name, where it's like, if my wife becomes an elementary school student, like that already in and of itself.
I'm already mad at it just from what you've told me so far.
I mean, like, the story itself is pretty meaningful. It's kind of like My Dress Up Darling. Like, you know, you go in for horny cosplay, and you get, life lessons, and, sometimes you get just existential dread, and like, what am I going to do? Am I holding someone back? Blah, blah, blah. And this one is like, hey, mom died and we're not moving on. And yeah, we're not in a healthy kind of, we're not in a healthy space right now. So it's kind of about moving on, growing. And I think, if I remember correctly, there's even like somebody who's like into the husband, and I think she even encourages, like, go on a date or something, like. And then there's like a little boy who's like in love with her, but she's obviously a grown woman, so she doesn't even
Oh my
care.
God, it's Rudius all over again.
Or yeah, she's a grown woman, so she doesn't even like think about it that way. And it's like the daughter, she starts to improve herself, this and that. So I might check this out, because the manga was so sad to read, or it was just kind of like hard to read because it was kind of like a downer. So I might watch the anime. Maybe that'll be better for me. But lots of people are already mad, going like lolly, rape, disgusting, all this other stuff. It gets pretty bad. So yeah, it's not that, but it is what it is. Before we move on from this, I know you're not gonna give it a chance. I will. What about you, Martine? Does this look like anything up your alley?
I don't know. I don't really consider this something that
You would watch?
Yeah, I would ever watch. I mean, from the way the title is, it just sounds kind of retarded in my opinion.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid from what I've heard.
I mean, maybe if it was like, oh, I'm your mom, why don't you just adopt me? And then they were like, okay. I'd be more into that, or she's like growing up with a family, trying to help them right whatever happened after she died. But the fact that it's like, nope, I'm born into this family, I gotta stay with them, but I'll come and check on you guys. Fuck that. Sounds fucking stupid.
All right, well, we'll move on from that one.
Couldn't she just tell her new family that she's their mother reincarnated, and she's like, can you just like unadopt me and let this family adopt me? So dumb.
I didn't get that far, so I couldn't tell you, but
maybe that happens later.
Maybe
that's the ending of season 1.
Who knows?
That'd be huge.
But okay, so Martine, today's episode is all about you, so you better get close to that mic.
Okay.
All right, so when did you start watching anime? Because I kind of don't remember. What, did I kind of push you to it, or
it was probably you? I think you and Chris had a little bit of like
influence?
Yeah, influence on me on watching it, but I think most of it was probably you.
Probably
because of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
Garbage.
Mexicans.
Yep.
Wait, dude, a lot of the games we had growing up were Dragon Ball games.
Yeah, and they were probably all garbage. They're probably like fucking
PS3 game. I remember because
fucking over-the-shoulder arena fighters where you fucking had to play like dog shit because
so bad. It was so bad like, from what I've seen.
Fucking Dragon Ball FighterZ did such a great job being 2.5D and made by fucking Arc System Works. Like, can I just get every anime game made by Arc System Works, or can every fucking game company figure it out? Like, I don't want a fucking arena fighter. Like, that Naruto fucking arena fighter came out after like Boruto came out, and it was like, I just can't be bothered because it's a fucking arena fighter. Like, I have enough trouble playing fighting games. Don't fucking confuse me with the fucking camera.
Well, so what you've been watching, I feel like, Martina, because you're about to turn 16 next month, but I feel like you've been watching anime on the reg for maybe 2 years?
About 2 years. I mean, I've taken breaks a little bit because I've been busy about other things, but like, yeah, I mean, I've recently just got back onto it, like just recently.
What are you watching this season?
I've watched Windbreaker.
Yeah, Windbreaker's fucking cool as shit.
I don't know, I really like the fights on it.
Jose thinks garbage.
No, I didn't think it was garbage.
Yes, you did.
I just thought that the 2 episodes of like Evangelion,
dog, you can't do this every time there's a slow part in an anime.
No, it's not slow, but it's like
good. It gets good.
No, like I understand, like, hey, this guy is not able to process. Like, he's definitely on the spectrum.
Which one? Sakura?
No, the other guy.
Which one?
The white-haired guy.
No, you remember where he was the leader of the
fucking Choji?
Yeah, the leader of the other gang.
Oh yeah,
he was definitely on the spectrum because he didn't know like how people are supposed to react and shit. Like,
he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of him. Like, oh, you lost? I'm gonna whoop your ass too then. Like, that's some Mexican mom shit. Like, you got your ass whooped.
I mean, I appreciate that him and the other guy, tall man with glasses. Like the backstory behind it, where it's like, I want everyone to see how awesome you are, Choji. Like, I'll be the bad person, so that way.
See, that was good.
Oh,
my problem is that I understood that backstory when he was saying all that, and him picking up the pieces of the broken glass. I understood it. My problem is that then they went on to explain those things for another 20 minutes, and I was like, I could have done without that. You perfectly summarized it for me while you were explaining to me the backstory, and then you went ahead and just gave me that anyways. What you visually represented to me, you just went ahead and told me.
I should have fucking known when I told you to watch it that this is how it was gonna go.
Look, that's the only part about it that I was like, are we for real right now? But other than that, it was really great. I loved the fights.
You watch fucking Dragon Ball and love it, and meanwhile you're like, I can't handle this.
Okay, but they're not having philosophical.
You're fucking so wrong. They sat there and fucking talk at each other for 20 minutes at a time.
They need to fill time
before they throw a fucking energy blast. And it takes fucking 3 episodes.
Talk mid fight.
I didn't mind it. Like it is what it is. They were trying to like mend relationships at the end and all come together. Like I don't
No, see that was good. I really liked that. My problem was is that we took another 10 or 15 minutes to explain
sure
what was already visually visually spoken. I don't know. It just I was like falling asleep to it too. So maybe that's like what rubbed me the wrong way. So but aside from that, no,
I'm gonna
I
watch fucking Magical Girls Next Door and tell you all the things I hate about it.
Oh, you're not gonna get past episode 1.
Unlikely. You have no idea how much I can hate watch a show.
You'll just out of spite.
Yep.
Oh no, I will 100% agree with everything you have to say with it.
I mean, I'm not against calling mangas and animes out on their faults. Like, I'll be the first one to say that I think watching One Piece is a fucking terrible experience for multiple reasons. But like,
it's peak.
Yeah, it kind of fucking is. Like, we are getting into so much good shit right now, and I wish I could talk to you about it, but you're not reading it right now.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Because there's like, for the past 5 years, he's been fucking weaving this whole story, like, even from Zhao all the way to the Reverie to Wano to everything that's happening after it. Like, he's doing a lot of good stuff right now. Anyway, this isn't a One Piece discussion. It's just like, I don't mind calling out anime on its faults, but sometimes when you do it, it sounds to me like you just fucking hate it.
I think I'm thinking about it too hard. Like, what if I had written this? So I'm thinking about it too hard.
I don't know. I felt like it was just a better version of Tokyo Revengers, which I had more problems with.
Okay, what do you think, Martine, about that?
What?
Is Windbreakers a better Tokyo Revengers? Or are they kind of different to you? Because I tell him this, like, I see them kind of differently.
I mean, yeah, to me, yeah. I mean,
they're different in the fact that, like, the setup for Tokyo Revengers is better.
Yeah.
But the payoff was so fucking garbage. Like, it was like, okay, well, we're going to go back in time because we want to fix everything. We want to save
mistakes.
Hina. We want to make sure everyone's not in fucking prison or dead, whatever. And then Takemichi basically had that accomplished, and he was like, no, but this one thing's wrong, so I'm going back one more time. We can make it better. It's like the fucking butterfly effect. Like, don't fuck with things in the past. Just be happy with what you got. Like,
it was pretty bad. And then the ending where you read the whole thing.
I read the, yeah.
Where it's just all tied up in a bow.
I mean, I didn't even finish it, and honestly, I have no fucking
desire
to go back and finish it. I fell off so hard after he went back again, and then you started getting into the 3 new gangs, and I was like, I can't follow this. This is too much.
Ridiculous.
Okay, well, do you think Windbreakers, as of right now, Martine, is better?
The fighting
is better.
That fighting is definitely better.
The story, I don't think it is. The story,
I feel like we could.
Like, I feel like it's gonna get there. I don't know, because I read a little bit of the manga, but like, I think it's gonna get there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Because like I said, I had that problem with it, but like I feel like we're still in like the first 2 volumes of Windbreaker. Like I feel like we have. It's like, for example, imagine only watching the first 12 episodes of Naruto. Like
It'd be a good place to stop in Naruto. Just cut out all that other bullshit.
Well,
maybe read up to the Chunin exams and then you can stop.
I was gonna say, like, then you wouldn't really get to Zabuza.
You ready for my hot take of the week?
Okay.
I don't think Zabuza was that cool.
Oh yeah? You didn't like his long sword?
I mean, Zabuza himself was cool, but I didn't think like that entire arc was that good.
It definitely kind of fell off in that last bit for me.
Like, Haru was fine, I guess. It was like Naruto and Sasuke learning to work together, and Sakura was there, I guess. But like the fight between Zabuza and Kakashi was cool, but the rest of it, I was just like, whatever.
Okay. Well,
Did you know that Haku was a boy?
I did, but he's so beautiful.
God. He's such a pretty boy.
Okay, let's bring this up, right? What about that time we all went to go see Dragon Ball Superhero?
You're not allowed to pick movies anymore.
Yeah, he won't let me go to the theater with him anymore.
Dude, motherfucker took me to that Flash movie. Did you watch that piece of garbage?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, it was fucking awful.
That was horrendous.
Yeah, it was bad.
The Batman, oh lord.
Oh,
yeah, he made me sit through the Schneider cut, and I'd already watched the original cut.
So bad. No, you watched the Justice League cut.
Yeah, of course.
The Joss Whedon cut.
How could I forget? All the DC fans were like, we need the Schneider cut. It's so much better.
Was it better?
This was like the biggest fucking, the fans making a marketing campaign for fucking some bullshit ever, where they were like, yeah, we can just make another 3. I mean, it wasn't theatrical released, was it?
No, it's like straight to streaming.
Yeah, straight to HBO Max. It was like, yeah, drama of support, we'll make the Schneider cut. It'll be so much better. And then it was barely anything different.
Did you watch the Snyder Cut, Martine?
No, I did not.
Okay, there's a really bad scene in there where like these Icelandic women just start singing when Aquaman goes into into the water.
During each character introduction, let's add an extra 2 minutes where it's a slowed down part with a song behind
Classical
it.
music, is dumb. Okay, but we went to go watch Superhero. What was your first impression of that movie? Because I remember just going, "Oh my god, the 3D CG look is not doing it for me.
Shit.
This looks like a PS3."
Yeah, they used that
like-
fucking engine they used to make all those new Dragon Ball games, and they were like, "We can use this to make a movie."
I feel like Dragon Ball, like Sparkling Rage or that new one that's coming out.
Sparkling Zero.
Yeah, I feel like that looks better than that movie. Like, just use that game engine. What?
Yeah, I feel like it was just like, well, we had the game engine. Why don't we just make a fucking mediocre movie? Like, I don't even hate all the Dragon Ball movies I watched. Like, Resurrection of F was fine. The Broly movie was pretty good.
It's probably like one.
I mean, I have my own problems with how fucking dumb Goku is, but that's just him as a character. So
You like how Piccolo's a good father?
yeah, Piccolo's the most stand-up father ever.
I know.
He's got that. He's the opposite of Black Air Force energy now.
I know. He used to be Black Air Force Energy when he tried to take over the world, but then he was like, "Yeah, I can't fucking beat these guys."
He's like, I'm fucking
He
turning
gave up.
Yeah.
in my N-word pass. I'm going to the white side.
But okay, what do you guys think of that story? Do you think that's like a nothing story? Like, to me, it was kind of like a nothing story. Like, we would,
Yeah, it's cashing in on nostalgia, right? Because it was like the Red Ribbon Army stuff.
yeah, it was Red Ribbon again. Like, Goku keeps having to deal with these guys like every few years.
And he wasn't even
Yeah,
there.
yeah, he
Yeah.
wasn't even there.
Goku wasn't even there this time.
Wasn't the entire plan to go see Shenron to wish them back? And then I feel like that happened.
No, I think the point was to be like, hey, these are Goku's conspirators. Like, they're all evil and aliens and stuff. And they're like, yeah, we're going to get rid of them. But they were still like about world domination.
What, the Red Ribbon Army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even then I was like,
Got to bring out Cell Max. I don't know. No, they went to Shenron to like fucking gain
yeah.
more power or something.
yeah, they went to Shenron because they were like, hey, Shenron, we need some support. And like,
Then I feel like Shenron was like, Gohan, you're fine. You'll be fine. And then he's like,
Piccolo,
here, Piccolo. You can have a little bit.
and then he turned into
It's fucking big orange Piccolo.
big orange Piccolo. You like his forehead?
Can't believe you took me to this fucking piece of dog shit.
Do you remember how hard?
Do you
we were
remember
laughing?
how they used one Shenron wish to make Piccolo stronger, and then they
The
were
rest?
like, well, we have two more, and Bulma was like, give me a butt lift and a facelift.
She's like, I need a BBL, and the
Dude.
look.
That was wild. Because I had no idea that in the canon they had figured out how to get more wishes from Shenron by like pouring the water on whatever.
statue of
Yeah.
Shenron?
Dende shit.
Yeah, Dende did that. He was just like, oh yeah, and I'll increase the. You know what? Dende should go back and be
It's
like, you guys have.
why didn't we just wish for Gohan or Goku and Vegeta to come back? They could have been there anyway.
They could have just been there.
They could have fucking instant transmission there or whatever.
Do you? How about this? Did you like that?
Did you like how Vegeta won at the end finally?
Oh yeah, you just.
They
punched-
just had to toss that in there at the end. They're like, we know you're gonna hate this movie. Here, Vegeta wins one.
And they're like not even blue anymore. They're just like doing that thing where it was the end of Naruto where they're so tired.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they transformed in the entire fight. They just
No,
fight
that,
base
that
form.
costs too much. We gotta save the money for Gohan.
Gohan Blanco,
Beast Gohan.
Beast Gohan. That shit was so fucking funny, dude.
Dude, Beast Gohan feels like a fucking fever dream, like fan creation.
No, he was a fan creation.
Yeah, it's like you should.
I don't know if Martin knows about this. Martin, did you know Gohan Blanco is like a real thing? And on like the internet, he was like a meme.
Real thing, yeah.
Well, he was like a meme in the like Mexican or Spanish like Latino community, right? Like he was a thing.
I feel like I've seen a
Yeah,
meme
like
about it.
Gohan Blanco was like a meme before the
It's
Beast
called-
Yeah, I
Gohan.
know.
Is Calvo bald?
Yeah, Calvo means bald.
Okay.
Because there was like Gohan Blanco, Gohan Calvo.
Yeah, Gohan Blanco Calvo.
Yeah, Gohan Blanco Calvo and all that stuff. So yeah, like the fact that they gave him white hair, but then they were like, no, let's make his hair like 10 feet big.
I mean, they all get big. They all get
Spiky.
big hair.
Oh, and then
Spike.
that little like
Turns
arch-
into a fucking hedgehog because he's so fucking short compared to fucking his Poppy and fucking Piccolo. No, this feels like did I ever tell you about the time I saw like right before Gear 5 came out, there were people that are like imagining what they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And it was people like they like drew it, and then they were like in the speech bubble, it was like Gear 5 death, and it's like, oh man, you fucking do not understand what Oda was going for, do you? It's just like these weird fucking fans that are like, yeah, this one Luffy gets really mad and he murders people.
Oh, that's so cringe. That's bad.
That's what it feels like. It feels like, yeah, what if I just made Gohan, but he had bigger white hair? Kind of looks like a hedgehog a little bit.
I mean,
and then those
look kind of cool though.
No,
just I'm joking.
Yeah, Orange Piccolo looks fucking sick. He gets big and orange.
Did we watch that movie subbed or dubbed?
I think it was.
It was dubbed.
I think
was
it
it?
was dubbed.
It was dubbed.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not remember.
I remember because those robots was like
Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
Yeah.
I feel like those
one had a sound effect like just
those have got to be written into the canon at some point.
No, they're in the. I keep
Yeah.
up with the Dragon Ball manga. Yeah, they got written in. Oh, there's even like a little bit more that happens
That's
after
canon.
the. Well, it is in the manga.
Can't wait till everyone's defeated and Gohan comes in, turns into Beast Gohan again.
I can't wait till Shaggy Rojo and Shaggy Verde come in and then they fuse to make Mexican Shaggy. Dude, if some people on YouTube should just go and look up like the history of like Mexican meme like Tournament of Power, because then what else like El Padre, El Gran Padre, El Hermano, which is just a Jiren Photoshop
With like a mustache on.
Yeah. El Gran Padre is just like Koten Black or something that went into the past. Like Mexicans made up their own lore. It's so funny.
I mean, fucking who writes fucking Dragon Ball again?
Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, Toriyama kind of did it to himself when he kept putting fucking characters' names and then a color behind it.
Oh, that shit is so funny. Like like that movie was so dumb.
It was the worst. It like wasn't even a good Dragon Ball movie.
It was bad.
Probably laughed too much in that movie.
Yeah.
See, I think we got the guy behind us really heated because I just remember him like stomping out like as soon as credits started rolling. And we just like sat there for 5 minutes just continuously laughing. I think that dude was big mad.
I don't know. If you go to that movie and you were enjoying yourself, there's something wrong with you.
I was enjoying how bad it was. And
Yeah,
we were just,
like
laughing.
ironically enjoying it, fine. But if you're sitting there like it's fucking hype as shit, I always wanted to see Cell again.
No, like I watched Broly by myself, and when that Gogeta Broly fight hits, like it hits. But if I were to be by myself watching fucking Cell Max and Beast Gohan go at it, I would be like,
There was a fucking stupid fusion dance too, right? With like Goten and the other one.
yeah, and they got fat.
They got fat because they messed it up.
And then in that, oh yeah, they got fat. But I was gonna say in that Broly movie, he got fat and then he got skinny because they didn't do it right the first 2 times. Yeah, but in that superhero movie, they got fat and they're like, guess we'll have to fight like this.
Is it weird that there's 2 forms of fusion in Dragon Ball?
It is pretty dumb.
Is it like, did it fucking
Toriyama probably didn't.
Did Toriyama forget? He was like, oh yeah, that's right. I did make fucking a fusion dance. Add these 2 use earrings. It's fine.
No, but that's Martin, do you remember? Like, Goku first introduces the fusion dance, and then later on in the same like arc, the Supreme Kai is just like, yeah, just use my earrings. But you guys won't unfuse after that. But apparently their ki was so destructive it destroyed the earrings and split them apart. And then they retconned it in Super here.
So who originally did the fusion dance?
It's just something Goku says he picked up in the other world. Like it's just something he picked up.
Because when I was watching Toonami, I feel like it was Kid Trunks and someone else using the fusion dance.
Kid Trunks and Goten.
Okay.
Yeah, they first originally do it.
Did they have to practice it a bunch of times because they got it wrong and they turned fat?
They turned fat and skinny quite a few
because
times.
Piccolo was there. He was watching them.
Yeah, he's like overseeing them.
The Boo saga.
I remember, dude, Dragon Ball's so dumb. I remember there's that part where like they go into the hyperbolic time chamber, but then they destroy the exit, and then Kid Boo or Super Boo or whichever Boo it was.
It was Super Boo, yeah.
He just
like,
screams.
Screams and makes a new like.
He just makes a portal. He screams and makes a portal.
I feel like Toriyama was fucking done at that point. He's like, fuck it, finish this shit up.
I'm pretty sure like they've said like a million times like, yeah, Toriyama just was like done after it stopped being a martial arts. was kind of upset.
Yeah, I feel like there's stories that come out all the time. They're like, yeah, you want to be done after the Saiyan saga. Yeah, you wanted to be done after the Cell saga.
I mean, look at what he was doing after like he finally got away from Dragon Ball. Like all he really did was come back and somebody was like, hey, is it cool if we do this plot? And he was like, I don't care.
Yeah,
sure.
It's the fucking Naruto thing that happened. What's his name?
Kishimoto.
I
do think it's funny though how the only reason he came back to like outline a plot, which I think was
For what? Kishimoto?
yeah, which was Battle of the Gods, was because he was so upset at that Dragon Ball Evolution movie. He was like, I cannot if I die, this is the last Dragon Ball thing, so I need to at least make something.
Do you feel like they're gonna make another season of Super?
I hope so.
Yeah, because you want to see Black Frieza.
Yeah, I want to see Black Frieza. Do you know about Black Frieza, Martin?
Black Air Force Energy Frieza.
True Ultra Instinct.
Monkeys.
They got one tap.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. And that manga, it went so hype. Black Frieza one taps both Vegeta and Goku at the same time.
In their final forms, by the way.
Yeah.
What, in Ultra Instinct?
Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego.
Oh my god, I guess we'll have to come up with a new thing.
Vegeta does not have Ultra Instinct. He has Ultra Ego. And he goes purple. So, man.
But he gets stronger every time, like when he gets hit and everything.
Yeah, he gets stronger.
Destruction.
Yeah. You hate it so much.
It's so like
it's so like
it's so like fucking nostalgia tinted, like we're just watching it because we want to see these characters some more. It's like the people that are still watching Boruto because they're like, yeah, sometimes Sasuke gets in there.
Dude, I cannot.
Sometimes Naruto does a cool thing, even though he lost Kurama. But don't worry, guys, we brought Kurama back.
Dude, I definitely don't want to like lose my credibility as soon as I'm trying to start it. But I was watching some clips for the I think the anime commander who like hosts Otaku's Anonymous or Anime Anonymous or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And Anime Anonymous Otakus or whatever he calls it. But he is such a shonen bro, dude. He's such a shonen.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
He cannot like if I probably
That's the dude that's always like, the Boruto manga's so good. And I'm like, I don't fucking believe you.
That's what I'm saying. Like I listened to a couple of his episodes and I don't think we ever got past any of the shonen stuff. It's just straight shonen.
I mean, I think over the last year he finally watched One Piece and it's like, god damn it. Now I have to listen to you talk about One Piece in the same breath. You'll say Boruto is good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like I will probably never hear him say like, hey, what was better? Dress Up Darling or Snafu? You know, like to be like, oh man, these are some heavy heavy decisions.
That's so easy. It's Snafu.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I agree, but someone else might not. But that's what I'm saying is like
someone else is wrong.
What I'm saying is like people like that, just like straight shonen, like Martine. Okay, right now, like, are you on a straight shonen binge? You watch Darling in the Franxx, but like, what can you tell me about that? Is that like a very heavy action show?
No,
not really.
No, I mean, there's just
it's got some good.
There's a little bit of fight.
It's got a good emotional beats in it, which feels weird because like you look at it from the outside and you're like, oh yeah, it's just fucking Trigger A1 show about mechs.
Because when we were talking about Trigger a while back, we were talking about how like Kill la Kill is straight action, but Darling in the Franxx is not. So like, why did people gravitate and really love Darling in the Franxx when it wasn't like Kill la Kill?
I feel like Kill la Kill puts people off of it just based on its like designs because it's like so over the top. Like you have to fucking get past a certain point in Kill la Kill to where you're like, oh yeah, it's not fucking young girls dressed in fucking skimpy outfits fighting each other. It's like, no, this is some real shit. Like we have to find out who killed fucking Ryuko's dad. It's like we have to figure out why Satsuki's like the way she is, why the fucking top four of the school are the way they are. Like at a certain point you stop caring that they're dressed like they are and you just didn't accept it.
It's just normal.
Yeah, you like get over it. Like at the end when they're all just like naked fucking in a huge pile because they had to catch Ryoku, it's like, who cares?
It's true, but like that's what I'm saying is like just like somebody like the anime command, like the weeb commander or whatever, it's like all I will ever everything he's ever going to talk about is just going to be like straight straight anime shonen bro stuff. And Martine, you're like in that prime age where you're like, it's probably cool to watch things that's like action heavy, but like, is that all you watch, or do you watch other stuff? Like, is there any romance you watch? Like, what are some of your top animes? Can you give us any animes that aren't action heavy?
I mean,
Like, what else have you watched?
like right now?
No, like in general, like, is everything just action heavy?
I
Is it-
watched some romances, but
What are
it's just
they?
Like, it's just like it just
No,
goes on
tell
top
us
of my
right
head.
now.
Yeah, we want to.
Don't be embarrassed.
It just like goes on. It's so long ago. That's how like I haven't watched anything recent. I only watched like about like probably like
What
like
what
4
romance
shows.
did you watch? Tell us now.
Do you even remember the titles?
Give us a description. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we might figure it out. Like, what did they do in the romance?
What I remember I remember when I was clicking on just like random animes to watch.
Yeah.
I accidentally clicked on Rent a Girlfriend. That was just horrendous.
Oh yeah, fucking jerking off all the time to all them girls.
Horrendous. I mean, it was so bad, and I was laughing so hard. I just had to like watch the first season.
Yeah, and then he watched the second season, and
I-
he started reading the
I
manga.
Did not watch.
Then he
second
watched the
season.
third season because the third season just came out.
This is the third season. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, dude, they made so much of that garbage.
I'm surprised. I was just laughing so hard at it because it was funny.
Man, my man's jerking off all the time to these girlies.
Yeah, he was saying like how bad it was.
I mean, I've never read it. I just heard people talk about it.
There's a YouTuber called Degenerosity, and he's like a big hater, and he was like, yo, you know what the worst show was? Rent a Girlfriend. And he just goes on this rant, and he's like, but you know how much of a hater I am? I went to go read the manga, and this shit goes on for 200 chapters.
Yeah.
And he
Fuck,
just-
it was like chapter 240 before they ever said they liked each other or some
Dude.
bullshit.
Dude, every now and then I get morbid curiosity, and I go check out a chapter, just like what recently came out. And a couple weeks ago, I clicked on it because this shit comes out weekly. I clicked on it, and whatever the main guy's name is, I don't give a fuck what his name is.
I don't even forgot his name.
But he was trying to like, he was kind of like weirded. No, he wasn't weirded out, but he was like trying to figure out why the main girl was kind of upset with him. Turns out she just had her period. It was so dumb. Like the whole chapter, he's trying to figure out like, why is she ignoring me? Why is she giving me the cold shoulder? Like, what did I do? And she just like, I'm just on my period, bro.
It's probably because you didn't start the washing machine.
Oh yeah.
That's a callback.
But it's like, but hey, at least Martine got some fun out of it. He was just like, man, this kind of sucks.
He's
Just-
like, man, I enjoy watching this dude jerk it to these fucking girlies.
He spent big money.
oh, dude,
He spent big money. I
From-
mean, if he keeps renting them, like
Big
I heard he
money
goes
dollar.
bankrupt in there.
yeah,
Good.
like
good.
he has money in the beginning, but like
He goes bankrupt,
He
right?
goes-
Fucking parents probably died and left him money. He's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
rent girlfriends with this.
Dude,
yeah, he just beats me and rents girlfriends.
I mean,
spends
that-
even more money. On
That happened in My Dress Up Darling too.
I mean, yeah,
Not
I
gonna
remember
say it
watching
didn't.
that.
like he beat his meat once.
Yeah,
but-
Gojo
I remember
was
he
like-
did be.
That was weird.
That
Felt
was-
so out of character for Gojo.
But you got to remember, he is, I guess, a teenage high school boy.
I mean, sure.
Like, look at Martine. He's a big thought, too.
I knew it.
Martine's a big thought himself.
You could tell.
I'm putting you out there. My bad, Martine. I didn't mean to do that.
All right. No one knows who we are.
Nah,
What-
we gain
what-
an audience. Everyone's going to be like, who's this guy Martine in episode 8? That's weird. Okay, but like, okay, so what are, okay, just off the top of your head, like, what are some of your favorite animes that you've watched that you will just like,
Besides Dragon Ball.
yeah, we're done with Dragon Ball. What are some of the animes that you've gone like, this was like goated?
This was peak.
Like, are there any there that you're like, this was good? You mentioned one earlier today, I think. Full Metal?
Full Metal, yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, you know what? Don't watch Full Metal. You'll just bring up a giant list of things you hate about it, and I'm gonna get pissed off.
Okay, but
Just
like,
be like Madoka all
I mean, I
over
liked it.
again.
I mean, I liked it. I mean,
I recommend
Did you watch Full Metal or Full Metal Alchemist?
Alchemist. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, I told him to watch
I've
it.
tried. I remember I tried to watch Full Metal, but like
Full Metal Alchemist is the one I would like. If people came off of Attack on Titan and they weren't being complete assets, I'd be like, "You want more? Go watch Full Metal." And then they come back and they're like, "That was really good. What else you got?" And be like, "Go watch Code Geass."
have
Like
you
they're
watched Code Geass?
yeah, finished.
Oh shit, he watched Code Geass.
yeah, it's really good. Don't watch it because I don't want to hear your opinions on it. Just gonna be like, I think it's stupid that Zero does all this shit and he knows everything ahead of time. And it's
Okay,
like,
what about you, Martine? What do you think about Code Geass? You think it's up there?
I mean, you maybe if people can probably consider it, maybe it's up there. But like, I feel like the ending's just kind of retarded. I'm like, oh.
No, what? The end was the best fucking part. What are you talking about?
Remember, he's 15. I don't think he gets it.
Man sacrificed his entire life just so that way corruption would end in the country. And Martine's like, that was retarded. I hate it.
He just dies on. He knew he obviously know he was gonna.
So
die.
did you watch the end of Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Okay, so like that, I told this to Jose, and the problem is that Jose doesn't know Code Geass. It's like Eren is such a bad version of Lelouch because Eren, the entire time he was growing up, it was just like, I'm a good guy. I'm gonna destroy all these Titans. I'm gonna do all these good things. I'm gonna eliminate the Titans so that way my friends and family are forever safe from the Titans. It's like he's such a fucking do-gooder for the beginning of the season, and then later he becomes a total fucking asshole, and he's like, well, I guess genocide is fucking fine as long as like no one can fucking attack each other anymore. Whereas Lelouch, the entire time you were like, Lelouch could flip that switch any day and go from being like a cool guy with like questionable morals to being just the fucking most evil person in the world. Like that switch, you would be like, yep, that's his character. I totally believe that. Then it happens right at the end, and you're like, oh, this was all Lelouch trying to take over the country because he wanted to be in charge. And then the ending of, spoilers if you care, you'll probably forget by the time you actually watch it, is he sacrifices his life to like make sure Suzuku's the hero.
Yeah.
So he like gives up his life to make sure like corruption ends and someone will be a hero that killed him.
He did the good deed at the end.
Yeah. Whereas with Eren, it's like, yeah, you eventually killed me and you'll be lauded as heroes, but also I murdered 80% of the planet's population. It's like, it's like, man, whoa. Like George Lucas said, I may have gone too far in some places.
I may have gone too far. This 4-hour cut. Okay, like that's so funny. I do need to get to Code Geass. I do need to get a Full Metal. 2 top tier animes that I've heard he's already gotten to. You'll probably have to rewatch those, Martine, when you're older to kind of like
I understand it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like,
you get it, but like
when I watched Code Geass, I was probably like 13.
Yeah.
And he was like, Cece's so fucking hot. All these, I fucking know. I got so many of them motherfuckers. Yeah.
He's got a CC right there, right
There's
there.
one right there.
Right there, right there.
Yeah, that's right.
Couple CCs.
There's the other girl up there.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
The one he stole the fucking he just boo gained her shit and just left.
He did that.
But okay.
Lelouch is not a good person.
Oh, so I shouldn't root for Lelouch, just like I shouldn't root for Eren.
You should go into it being like looking at Lelouch for what he does and then like realizing he's not a good person, but he's trying to do right. Like he's trying to do good things.
He's a bad person. He's a bad
guy doing good things.
He's like, I don't want to say Batman because then you'll go into it and you're gonna be like, oh, I fucking hate this.
Actually, I was gonna bring that up earlier. Are you saying that when Harvey Dent died as a hero and then Batman was branded as a villain, he's like, I did it for the good of the city.
It's kind of like that, but it's more like Harvey went from being like the best kind of person to being a monster, whereas Lelouch, you could see it the whole time in his character.
Even in the beginning, I mean, you could obviously.
Yeah, Lelouch was always like questionably like morally gray. He was never like, I'm doing good things for the good of the country. It's like he has
a dickhead.
I'm doing like things that serve my agenda, and sometimes I help people out, but other times other people get fucked over. It is what it is. Like I can't make everyone happy.
So it's kind of like in Watchmen, where Rorschach only sees things in black and white. But Lelouch is morally gray because like Rorschach cannot see.
It's
gray.
like Lelouch is.
He's morally gray, right? Because he sees the benefit of the good.
It's like he has a plan to like live. Because so basically,
okay, so
to give you
the
most brief rundown, he lives in Japan, which is occupied by the British, and all the Japanese citizens are like in a colony, and they want to be free Japanese citizens, but they're still ruled by like the British nation or whatever.
Right.
So like basically, his goal is the liberation of the Japanese people. So while he's on that goal, he's going to do things like politically and like maybe do some murder. You know, it happens.
I mean, Kevin Spacey did it.
You're going to have to be more specific.
In House of Cards?
I didn't watch House of Cards.
Yeah, I only watched like episode 1. He threw a lady into a train.
I wanted to watch House of Cards, and the whole Kevin Spacey thing came out, and they were like, yeah, we're dropping him as the main actor, and I'm like, I'm no longer interested, because like, this is going to sound bad. I like Kevin Spacey like as an actor. When that stuff came out about him as a person, it's like, yeah, that's shitty, but like, he's a good actor, in my opinion. So when they dropped him, it was like, well, plus I heard that season got awful ratings. things after they dropped him.
Yeah.
So it's like if it was good, I don't want to watch it until he gets kicked off and then be disappointed by the ending. So I just won't watch it.
So okay. So
Lelouch is trying to liberate the Japanese people. Things happen along the way.
right.
Not everyone's going to be happy. It's like he's doing things to move his agenda forward. He's going to help people along the way, but other people are going to get hurt as a result. He doesn't really care that much.
Okay.
He can't save everyone.
All right. I get where you're coming from then.
He's kind of like, the closest I would say is like Light.
Oh, from Death Note?
Like where Light is like extreme in one direction, Lelouch is extreme in the other direction.
Oh, okay.
So it's like Light's plan is like, oh, I'll just kill all these murderers and I'll kill everyone that gets in my way. I'll make a society where murderers don't exist, or I take care of bad people. Whereas Lelouch, it's like, I lost my point here. Anyway.
Okay, well, how about that? Death Note. Did you watch Death Note, Martin?
I didn't finish Death Note.
Is that something you like just kind of dropped because you couldn't get into it, or like what?
No, that's when I took my my break.
Oh,
It was when I started watching. Is when I took my break and just never got back to it.
was Death Note the thing that kind of broke you? Is like, yeah, I need to quit. I need to quit for a minute.
No, I think it was probably that I was starting to like do other things besides watch anime.
Yeah, because I think that was also around the time you put in your third playthrough for Persona, and you're like, yeah, I might need a break.
I mean, I was just in the house all day.
He's like, Misa is not doing enough for me.
Well, okay, tell me this. What are some of the worst animes you watched? Just like stuff that you kind of went like, that you dropped, stuff you watched where you're like, why did I waste my time? Like, what are some of the worst ones? You talked about Rent a Girlfriend, but
That's right.
what are some other ones?
It's a high quality show right there. 3 seasons and counting.
God, awful.
Probably.
I just don't understand how they continue to make that stuff, continue to greenlight
Someone's fucking watching, buying the DVDs and reading the manga,
And
so.
just paying money.
There's a higher up there that's like, no, dude, this story gets good.
Like
Dude.
bands all over.
It's
them.
like soft cuckolding.
Oh, it's so bad. All right, did you think of one, Martin?
No, I think most of the animes I've watched, I don't really drop. Like they're
Just Death Note?
I mean, yeah, Death Note. I remember getting like probably like about like 5 episodes in it, 6 episodes inside. But then I took a break because I was just tired.
You went to go touch grass.
Yeah.
Death Note be the one that break me too. Like I got through it, but man, it was a fucking slog.
So okay, I know that you lost my Crunchyroll information for a while, and then I gave it back to you recently. What have you been on recently then? I know you don't mind isekais. He hates them.
I hate them when they're just like the same formula over again.
I think you were telling me about Shangri-La.
Yeah.
You said that one's kind of like Sword Art Online. They're in a game. It's not.
Good.
Yeah.
How many rape scenes are there? This is very important.
No rape,
What?
as far as I understand.
Doesn't sound like fucking Sword Art to me then.
They're in a game. Like, they can leave the game.
It's
when
Yeah,
they
you
want.
know there are other anime like that, right? You could say
Bofuri?
fucking like Log Horizon. Yeah,
It's-
Bofuri, something.
It's basically of a man that plays shit VR games.
He already hates it.
Sounds like
Like,
something
in the beginning,
Jose would watch.
In the beginning, he plays shit on like I thought. It shows us a game in the beginning that he's playing.
Yeah.
Like he's the hero. He defeated the demon lord, and the hero behind
Why's it always gotta be a demon lord? Like, honestly, did I tell you last week my entire theory on Frieren was just it's Konosuba, like from the other side, where it's like not ridiculous bullshit happening.
Yeah.
It's like fucking in Konosuba, it's just like, we gotta go defeat the demon lord, Kazuma. Shut up, Aqua. And meanwhile, Frieren's like, yeah, I already did that.
Yeah, I'm done. That's been done. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was playing shit VR games.
Yeah,
He had to defeat the Demon King.
I specifically remember because he was talking to like this healer behind him, like behind it was a she, and he just basically beat the fuck. At the end, he basically just like stomped on her, and like that's the end.
He stomped on the healer.
Like he stomped he saved her, and like he stomped on her, and that's just the end of the game. Like
Of what? The shitty VR?
shitty
MMO?
VR game. And he was like, yeah, that's what I was waiting. That's what I played this in like a couple of days of this game, and the game had bugs. Like it was a bad
bug game.
like beta game.
Oh, Bethesda was probably working on it.
Yeah, they quit. So like he played shitty games, but then until like he decided to play a real game, like a game that people play.
Oh,
Then he played Shangri-La Frontier.
Yeah,
he
basically.
played Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, and like it's he's getting adapted to it because he's not used to playing games that are so good. Because he's used to playing games that have bugs in it. So like when he's fighting these goblins and shit in the beginning, he's like, oh, I can really move so fast. I'm good at dodging all these. I can really dodge. Like,
that's so funny. It's like somebody going like, dude, I'm so used to playing Skyrim. I cannot believe Elden Ring is this good.
And then
like, is it good?
From what it's okay. From what I haven't really gotten into it, but like some parts kind of get a little stupid. Like I remember one part, some female from another game, from another shit game he used to play, came into this same game to kill him.
It's gotta be the healer from the other game, right?
Because he stomped on
Yeah,
her
she's
before.
coming to get her
The
revenge.
reason why is because he fought her like because she was like a queen of some like monarch and thing in another game. It was really bad. It was like an online game, and like somehow they made an alliance together to fight some mythical boss in the same
Gotta
room.
fight the Demon King.
So dumb. Okay. What about solo leveling? What do you think about that?
The manga or the anime?
Both.
The anime, that's the first thing I watched about it. It was the anime, and then I got to the manga. I think the manga is a little better than the anime.
Okay, so it wasn't just me.
I mean,
I believe you.
I mean,
I'm not saying that the whole thing was shit. Like, there's no way people would have talked about it the way they did if there wasn't something there.
That's true. And I think that's like, okay, because you read it, right, Martin?
I've read it recently.
So do you also like how, or do you like or dislike how they took away a lot of the like jokey or cartoonish, like, you know, like when Sung Jin Woo or the other character, they would like, you know, they would be talking, or they would be like, you know, like Sung Jin Woo or the friend, you know, the weak one who like built the company. You know how like sometimes they would like make those cartoon faces or over exaggerated faces.
Yeah.
Did you notice that they were like not even in the anime, just like gone?
They were just gone. They're like it didn't even show it, like, because like in the anime, like in the manga, like you can see like he was like distressed and disappointed in something.
Yeah. Do you think like
Even the shadows were?
Do you think, yeah, like in the manhwa, even the shadows make funny faces and stuff.
Like, yeah.
But do you think that was missing? Like, do you think like
I don't think, like, you mean in the anime? I don't.
Yeah, like, do you think the anime was too serious?
It was kind of serious. I mean, in the manga, they showed very hilarious, dumb things that they did and do in the manga. I mean, they have more, like, it shows you like more. I feel like it's more detail in faces. Like, I feel like expressions and everything like that. Shows a little bit more about the character and what they're feeling.
Yeah,
to me.
Sung Jin Woo is more of a character, and he shows more expressions in the manga, right? Yeah.
I thought that he can be serious. You know, sometimes he gets serious, and you know he has a serious face, but like not all the time.
Yeah, when he's the Shadow Monarch.
Yeah. He gets serious when he's a shadow.
Yeah, he gets pretty serious. Oh, hold on, we'll wait too. Oh no, it gets picked up.
That is true. I thought that was the vice captain.
Okay, so.
Go on.
Okay, so Martin, is solo leveling one you would recommend?
Yeah.
The anime or the manga?
I'll probably recommend the manga. For me, I feel like the manga, but like I'll probably still watch the anime when it comes out.
Okay.
Second season, yeah, probably.
Because we watched it together with our other friend Salem, and like we were all kind of like, this didn't really hit. It didn't really hit. Like
I think the manga expectations were. I feel like it was a little too high.
Too high?
I mean, you gotta go through all the same fucking nonsense introduction parts, like for anything. So it's like, we already knew what was happening for the most part. Like there was no like surprising elements, I would say.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay, we gotta get how the world works, we gotta do the world building stuff, but it was like so bland and boring where it was like, no, 5 minutes in, I kind of already know what's going on. Like you don't have to
Keep going.
You don't have to get into detail on it.
I've said this before. I also hate when like the characters will just be expositing to themselves for no reason, and like
right.
like in the manga, or you know, like I've said before, this can just be one whole speech bubble and that's it. One page, one panel, that's it. But in the anime, it'll be like 5 minutes of him explaining, and I think that's what like takes a lot of people out of it.
Yeah, it's like having it so that way your reader can get through it as quickly or as like slowly as they want to, compared to we have to fill
time.
You know, we have to have 30 or 40 be like even a minute sometimes of just a character fucking explaining something. Like the only thing I didn't understand in solo leveling right away was like their like weird power scaling system where it's like, we hooked you up to this magical fucking ball and it'll tell us what your fucking magic power is, like what the level is, and it's like, oh, but his is hidden because he's the Shadow Monarch or something.
He got a second awakening or whatever.
A second
it was.
awakening.
Yep.
And like,
but he got a second awakening, but also it didn't show up on their weird monitoring system. So it's like, that's like the only thing where I'm like, okay, maybe we explain that later. But everything else was like, no, I got it. Like
basically all they said were like, I remember when he went to go get I guess
get closer.
I remember like, what's that? He went back to like the agency to get like
tested.
Yeah, tested again, and like
they were like,
oh, he used to be E-ring. Why would he come back? And now the thing's busted. It's an error, and then did that
happen? I thought it just said like the same number or like a few points higher, but he didn't get a rank.
I remember. I think it was like
in the hospital when they were like, hey, we just want to check on you.
That's the number one.
Yeah, it's like he's still the same rank,
and they just left him there
because he hadn't worked out yet. He didn't get hot. He wasn't hot.
He was still like pussy,
yeah,
double dungeon, get fucked up type shit.
It was like the entire thing. Like
he was
season 2 might pop off, but man, that first season was just like
kind of stinky.
I already know how all this works. Like
that's true. Martine, you read it recently. I'm trying really hard to remember. Do you think season 2 will pop off, or do you think it'll have to be season 3?
I feel like it has to, right?
Season 2, yeah.
He's the Shadow Monarch. He's now a necromancer.
Yeah. That's when he's like re-raking.
He's got his boy
S rank.
He's got his boy Igris with him.
That S rank dungeon that's probably gonna be the biggest thing.
Okay.
The S rank dungeon.
The only other thing I'll say is like I really enjoyed that first part where it was like them in the dungeon and like they were trying to figure out how to escape, and then like they all just leave him for dead. And
just getting destroyed.
They just got.
I think like both voice actors did really well, like to show like how terrifying that would be, and like you just dying in like an unrecognizable place to like some
freaking Jesus like statue,
like some fucking otherworldly bullshit. Like I think that was done well, but after that it was like just the most fucking overpowered fantasy bullshit of just like I can do all these things, I can become stronger, I can take on 5 goblins and 3 wolves and
the wolf. Like hunter or something.
Oh he got the title. His titles.
His fight with Igris was pretty good. I mean the animation was done well. I didn't feel a lot when it happened.
I felt the same way. There was quite a bit left to be desired, but I mean,
kind of like Chain Soldier from that same season where it was like you guys really love the manga and people really like solo leveling like manhwa, but it's like did nothing for me.
Yeah, well,
I feel like maybe like the 3rd season would be probably pretty good. That's when is
this gonna be the One Piece of manhwas?
What
you just gotta get to episode 50, dog. Once you get there, you're hooked.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick look at like your watch. Okay, so you're watching Slime 2, Martine?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you like how they sat around the table for like 5 episodes?
Yeah, they just sat. I like the Diablo parts.
Oh, when there's something actually happening?
Yeah, when something's actually happening instead of them just sitting down talking about the most random things ever. Like the cross,
so you were also kind of upset with them just sitting around for like 5 to 6 episodes just
talking. Yeah, like I had to look at how they were talking. Like they were just all of them sitting down talking about the most dumbest things.
But you watched Overlord too, right? There was a lot of talking in that too. But do you think that was more interesting because it's Ainz and he's like planning stuff, or were you upset that in Slime it was just sitting and talking for like 5 episodes? Because like, what did Ainz do? Did you watch Overlord?
Yeah, up till the 3rd season.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like Ainz going around making plans and talking. Not a lot happening until like something pops off. But do you think that was a bit more interesting to kind of see Ainz doing these things behind the scenes and then it actually happening? Because did we get an episode where he sets up the dungeon and then those people come to raid it and then he's just like mad about it?
What, an Overlord?
Yeah.
Could have happened. I don't remember.
Because I think we may have gotten like Ainz kind of preparing the dungeon, or him going like, hey, did we prepare the dungeon?
It might have happened in season 4, and I hadn't seen. I don't know. I don't remember a lot from 3 seasons of Overlord.
All I remember is hating those lizards.
Yeah, we know. I always like it when they can do that kind of character well, where it's like the character is so much smarter than everyone around them to where they're making plans within plans and like everything is falling into place. I like when it's done well. That's why I like Lelouch so much. That's why I enjoyed Ainz as a character.
But
I don't.
Not Light.
Yeah, okay, so like I didn't. I just want to finish this. Like I didn't overall like Overlord just because it felt like kind of dry to me, where I was expecting more from it. But I enjoyed Ainz as a character, whereas Light, I don't know. He was such a fucking little shit the entire time. It's like
cocky. Yeah, he was.
It's like when characters do that and do it well, I'm okay with them like being that kind of confident, cocky asshole. But
Right.
I feel like Light was dude was skating by on the skin of his teeth a lot of the time. Motherfucker was about to get caught so many times, and then he just randomly had the out. I put this piece of the Death Note inside my watch, and if I prick my finger and write Light's name or L's name in here, then I'll win.
I'll write names with my left hand, eat chips with my right hand.
Yeah. I'll take a potato chip and I'll eat it. It's like...
Did you see the potato scene, Martine?
Nah,
where he was like writing.
He had the TV inside the chip bag.
The most dumbest thing. Yeah.
It's like that's why I always say like it feels like artificial tension just done by the mangaka, because it's like, look how close I can get Light to being caught, but he never gets caught.
I watched a YouTube video and it was like Death Note but without the inner monologues, and it would just be like Light saying one thing, be like, geez, I don't know. They just sit there for like 30 seconds.
Here's a good way to put it. So I like when characters do that and do that well. The thing with Light was, it's like, you know how we always talk about show don't tell?
Yeah.
It's like Light was always telling us exactly what was going to happen, whereas most characters, when they do that, they're just like make some offhand comment about how I need this done because later on it will become a plot point, but then never explain further.
Yeah.
It'd be like if Zero or Lelouch in Code Geass that one time. So there's a scene where Zero, which is the character that Lelouch made, like he wears a mask, wears the fucking big suit.
I've
whatever.
seen it.
Yeah. So he's basically wanted by the entire British government. So he captures a bunch of Japanese people and he's like holding them hostage, and he's like negotiating with the British government where he's like, okay, well, if you let me go, I'll leave forever and never come back. Like if you don't capture me, if you let me go, I'll leave, never come back. And they're like, okay, that's fine. We'll let Zero leave and never come back. So then there's like smoke bombs at this entire like fucking group of Japanese people. They're at like a concert area or like a park or whatever.
Right.
And then when the smoke lifts, they're all dressed like Zero. So it's like in order to get all those people away from the British government, he dressed them all like himself. So that way he can say like, oh, well, you said Zero could leave. How do you know which one is me? It's
That's
like
some V for Vendetta shit.
It's like, but at the time you're like, oh, is Lelouch just doing this so that way he can leave scot-free and like fuck all these other people like they don't matter? It's like one of those things I was telling you where at all points you're like, is Lelouch just going to be a total asshat in this situation and like leave all these people for dead? It's like, no, he came up with his own way around it. But at no point in his inner monologue was he like explaining, all right, once the smoke hits, they're all going to dress up like me and then they'll have to let us leave. It just randomly
happened. Like
it was like one of those big twists where you like didn't see it coming, and it was like really well done.
Right.
And it's like if it was Light in that situation, he'd be like, once all the smoke bombs raise up, then everyone will dress in my attire, and then because I told them this, then they'll let all of them leave. And it's like, that's what I don't like about Light, is he's just fucking inner monologuing the whole thing, like his entire plan.
I see what you mean then, where it's like you were watching Lelouch play this out and you didn't know what was coming next, but with Light, he's fucking telling you the whole time.
I click in my watch 3 times, a small compartment will reveal and they'll be a part of the Death Note, and then I'll prick my finger and then I'll write L's name on it and then he'll die. And it's like, could have just like done that and then like after the fact been like, oh yeah, this was a piece of the Death Note or something. It's like, that would have been better than you explaining the entire thing and then having me watch it. Like, I'm not that dumb.
Sounds like kind of sounds like they thought you were kind of that dumb.
Yeah, no, it's literally like Light's inner monologue at some points is just the voice of the audience.
Oh.
It's like, gotta explain everything because these dumb fuckers won't understand.
All right, well, Martine. Let's see. You also started Newgate episode 1, but it looks like you didn't get that far in it. it.
Oh yeah.
Is Newgate the one where they're like being invaded by mythical creatures, so they send like tanks back to the other side?
What's Newgate? Like,
Or is that Gate? There's a lot of anime.
Isn't Newgate the? Is it like the one of the first ones I've ever watched? Or is it like in like I? Oh yeah, I think I remember.
I don't think he got very far. Let's move on.
yeah, he didn't get very far. It's episode 1, and he says he's still got 15 minutes left. So.
Good.
Another one, you did watch Spy Family. Pretty good, right?
Yeah, I liked it.
He needs to watch it.
I'm gonna get to it.
I mean, I read the manga about it like before it got animated.
We were talking about it. We were talking about this at my place. Like, the Spy Family manga, like it gets dark, even though it's like got this cute aesthetic to it.
Right.
But yeah, Martine, it says here that you also watch Blue Exorcist. Are you a Blue Exorcist fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes it.
Actually, like I liked it a lot back. I mean,
back when you first started?
Yeah.
I feel like they just came out with another season of Blue Exorcist too.
I think I was telling him what Salem had told us a while back, where it's like season 1 follows like the manga, then season 2 is like original like filler, and then season 3 goes back to just adapting the manga.
I feel like season 1 and 2 look better than season 3.
So are you saying like season 3
like
looks worse, but it's adapting the manga?
Yeah.
Maybe it's got a different animation studio.
Yeah,
too.
Could be.
It doesn't look like he looks kind of chunky, and he in season 1 he's like skinny. And
Hey, it's been a couple of years.
My boy's on his bulk.
a
phase
couple
right now.
years.
It's been a couple of years. He might have gained weight.
Yeah, but then all the other characters kind of look. It's just that it looks lower quality. That's just how it is. It's probably a different studio.
It might be a different studio.
It doesn't look. It doesn't look the same. But you can obviously tell it's
Just like Snafu, it got worse.
Yeah, he thinks. He says that season 1 is better than season 2 and 3. But I think they all looked fine. Like all 3 seasons looked fine.
Yeah,
But
season 1 was distinct.
Right, but like I don't hate season 2 and 3.
Also,
like,
Yukino Shida got like more plain looking. I think it helped Yuigahama, but like Yukino looked distinct and better than she does like in the new animation style. At least that's how I feel.
Okay.
Also, Hachiman looks fucking so boring.
Hachiman?
Yeah, he lost.
Oh, yeah.
He lost so much from his season 1 design to his season 2 and 3 design.
I guess you're right. Like they all kind of looked very unique. In season 1, and then season 2, they all just look like standard anime characters.
Yeah, it's like I don't remember who picked up. I think it was Cloverworks, but it's like
Yeah, it was Cloverworks.
I don't know why they decided to switch the animation style because it looked good. And like I enjoyed season 2 and 3 more, but like the original art style would have been better.
I guess the last one I kind of want to ask you about, Martine, is the unwanted undead adventure. Like, what is that?
He basically gets fucking just killed.
Who?
Like the main character. He used to be like
The unwanted adventure.
Yeah, he got killed. He basically gets killed by a dragon. Like he gets scared and gets killed, but then he's like reincarnated as a zombie. He can't really speak. He's just a zombie basically.
Wait, so the hero dies and then he gets reincarnated?
Yeah, he's
as a
like it's like
zombie?
a dungeon, dungeon. Oh my god, how many animes have dungeons, bro?
All of them.
Like everything has dungeons, but
all of these like fantasy ones have dungeons.
But like he gets killed by a dragon, and like he also gets stronger like every time he fights like monsters and stuff.
Did you read Undead Unluck?
No, for whatever reason, this does not look appealing to me.
It's got a cool look to it.
Like I know it's popular, but like it does not. I just like I look at it and I'm like nothing. Like Sakamoto Days, like I took a look at that and I was like, oh, this kind of looks like dog ass. But then I read it and I was like, holy shit, this fucking pops off.
Maybe you should read Undead Unluck. It's perfect for you. It's got a character that's basically like Rogue from X-Men.
What like she?
I think I forget how it works. It's like he's unlucky, so he's always like about to die, but whenever he can't die while she's touching him, so they go around doing fucking action stuff.
Oh, okay. So, because I was gonna say Rogue can take the powers of somebody else temporarily, but yeah, no, that's like the log line. Whenever I read, like, it's like, hey, Undead Unlock.
I don't know. People were talking about about it, so it seemed like something you would have read.
It's popular. Like, it has more than like 50 chapters, which means people are reading it, but like, it just does nothing for me. I look at it and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to read this. Like with Mashal, I was like, I don't know. I gave it a shot and I was like, holy shit, this kind of pops off. But with Undead Unlock, I can't even start the chapter because I'm like, it does not look like I want to read this. I mean, it is what it is.
Just seemed like something you would have read or watched.
I mean, I've kind of tried, but every time I get to it, I'm just like, do I even want to? And I just go back.
Makes sense.
Well, Martine, is there anything like coming up that you kind of want to watch? Is there anything on your plate or that you have an eye on?
Rent a Girlfriend season 4 coming up.
Jesus, I'm not gonna watch that shit.
You don't want to watch him jerk off to the girl some more?
It's just bad.
How many times does it happen in season 1?
Like it happened. Like it just started off just him.
Just
going ham.
with him
Just going.
his meat?
Fucking.
Like you just get like you just
fucking
in his
season.
room, just like he pulls out the paper, he just grabs it and just like.
Wait, my man's using magazines? What is this? Fucking the 1980s?
He just didn't know what do with himself.
Man's got a fucking smartphone. He's jerking at the fucking magazines.
Hey, he's got no Wi-Fi.
I guess.
Got no Wi-Fi and he's got no data. He's fucking broke.
I guess.
He had money, but he's
You
broke.
can find them dojins anywhere, and they don't take a lot of data.
That's true. But like, is there anything you're kind of like looking forward to or excited for? Or how do you pick anime? Like, do you just kind of dick around and browse?
I just go and just like see whatever it is and just like click this shit and just
One Piece.
Just like
It's time. Start once. Promise you. You'll like it, and then you'll have fucking like a year's worth of reading to do.
Martine, by the time you turn 20, you're gonna be like, man, One Piece is still going.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll be happy. Fucking love that motherfucker.
One Piece is really good. Like,
I don't know how he made me care about Stretchy Rubber Pirate, but he pulled it off.
I was kind of like watching a video on this one guy, and he was like, time in One Piece is not what you think. He's like, they met Brooke on
Thriller Bark.
Yeah, they met Brooke on Thriller Bark, and then Punk Hazard literally happened the next day, and then they got split up. So they were like with Brooke for a day.
So it makes more sense if you're like reading it.
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, that seems like normal time progression, but when you're like, oh, Thriller Bark was like 350 or something like that, and Dressrosa was like 650, or it's like 100 episodes by itself. It's like,
yeah,
man, this was probably over the course of like 10 years that this took place.
Yeah, but it's only been like 2 days.
Yeah. I mean, the entirety of One Piece is like supposedly like 2 years and 6 months so far.
I saw something that was like Roger took 10 years to get to Laugh Tale, but like Luffy will probably get there in less than 5.
Yeah, but Luffy's doing it with the devil.
That's
Roger
true.
did it without it.
Oh yeah, you should really get on One Piece, Martine. Like,
you should really start reading One Piece, because I'm going to finish up to where we're at and need somebody to talk about it with.
I'll see how far I get next week.
I saw an image and I was like, well, this is like what happened with JJK, where I was seeing like what's his fucking name? What's the electricity?
Kashimo? Martine, do you remember?
Who?
The lightning guy that Hakari fight?
Well, first it was Hakari and Kashimo fighting. I had to get caught up to that, and then it was like Kashimo fighting Sukuna, and then it was like Miguel coming back to fight Sukuna, and I was like, I should probably get caught up. Like these images are too juicy for me to not know the context for. I think I saw no, I didn't see Toto. I didn't see Toto yet because that came out like a couple weeks ago.
How far are you in that manga, Martine? Are you caught up?
No, not yet.
Motherfucker, like Vibra slap.
Like, how far are you?
I'm in the part where
Did the comedian fight with Geto yet?
Nah, not yet.
That's a good part.
Okay, you're a little bit far behind, but I think you'll be fine. You should get caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen.
I probably am.
Like, that's one of the ones, like, where they're at right now. He's taking an extended hiatus. So we were supposed to get Jujutsu Kaisen back next week, but we're not going to. Not for another week or 2.
Did you read what happened? Because I saw what happened.
His health or something?
Oh, no, not about mangaka. I was talking about JJK.
Yeah, I did.
It's Geto. It's not the worst situation. Did he get to the part where that character died?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's a lot. Well, Martine should know. There's
a lot of characters that die, to be fair, so it's not really a spoiler.
How many? I mean,
there's a lot.
A lot of people died, so
I just
can't wait for the shiesty sorcerer to be the one that fucking beats Sukuna. That motherfucker with the pullover fucking...
that one's such a goofy guy.
Fucking TikTok and lobotomy Kaisen meme was obsessed with the shiesty sorcerer for a while.
Oh my god. But okay, I don't think you answered me, Martine. Is there anything you're kind of looking forward to, or do you just kind of like watch as you go?
I just watch as I go. I mean, I don't really like when I watch anime on like my free time when I come back. Like when I come back home, that's just when I watch it. And then when I do something, I just go do it and then I come back and watch it.
One Piece. If you start now, you'll be fully grown by the time you get caught up. It'll be great.
You'll have a family, wife, and kids by the time you're caught up. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to drink and drive when you're caught up with One Piece.
We do not condone. No, we do not.
Yeah, if you watch or read One Piece, you won't want to because you want to see the ending of the greatest.
I think it would be better watching it, just reading it drunk.
Yeah, just read One Piece drunk. Just pull up with
fireballs
drunk foo, whatever fucking what's his name had.
Oh, there was a character that fights drunk, isn't there?
It's fucking who fights Gaara?
Well, in Naruto, Rock Lee fights.
Rock Lee, drunk Rock Lee fist.
Yeah, I remember in the dub for Naruto, he was like, "Excuse me, I need to take my medicine." They renamed it to medicine. Oh, I think even in the Japanese version, it was like, "I need my medicine," and I think that's why he tricked Kimimaru.
These jelly donuts are delicious. I turned my frying pan into a drying.
So
it's the best line in Pokemon. Brock's goated with the sauce.
Well, Martine, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We'll catch up with Martine. We'll catch up with you another time, and then we'll see what you're on.
I probably would have been watching a lot more anime. Hopefully, I do.
Hopefully,
yeah.
Nah, you're busy you touch grass more than we do. So
I go outside and touch grass every day that I work.
I play sports. So I play.
Yeah, he's gonna be our sports contact. He's gonna watch all of IQ. Then watch Kureno basketball.
No, Blue Lock.
Yeah, Blue Lock.
Yeah, he plays soccer. So
Blue Lock, IQ, Kureno basketball. Watch Hajime no Ippo.
Martine, when you're playing soccer, do you ever see yourself as one of those anime characters like, I'm gonna take the ball and I'm gonna kick it 30 degrees to the south and then it'll rotate? Blah blah. No. I just hate myself for what I just said.
Yeah.
But anyways, this one. Like Salem's not here.
We'll be back next week, hopefully with Salem in tow.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk Free Ren because we all watch Free Ren.
Yeah, we did.
Hopefully Salem will finish Free Ren.
But Martine, he stepped up to the plate. I kind of want to thank him.
What'd you
for
give
that.
Free Ren?
Oh, solid 8.5.
I think I gave it an 8. I was just kind of disappointed with that last arc.
Oh,
it felt weirdly out of place.
Yeah, a little bit. But we can talk about it next week.
Yeah.
Aside from that, thank you, Martine, for coming through. Hopefully next time you're not sitting on the floor.
Could have sat on the couch. Could have sat on one of the chairs. Like,
yeah, that's my old couch, Martine. Do you not recognize it?
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah, that's my old couch. Like,
had to get it here in the rain.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's our old couch.
I remember we had to bring it in here, like we had to bring it in here, the goddamn truck.
Yeah.
No, you guys brought the chair in.
Yeah, we brought the chair. There was a smaller one, but it's in that room over there.
I told you I didn't even want a chair, and you still brought the chair anyway.
You should put it out here for me. Like
what? There's no room. Where the fuck am I gonna put it? I'm not gonna be able to get to my fucking desk. Or just put it over there. Can't even open the fucking front door. You're crazy.
Damn, you're right. There's like no room.
Yeah.
Do you ever like rearrange your setup?
Why would I need to?
I don't know. I was just asking.
I don't want to move that bookcase. Although, because like I could put my desk like in the corner.
Yeah.
But I don't know where I'd put the couch because the couch pretty much have to stay here.
That's true. Well, all right. Well, we'll pop off. You're getting kind of tired here.
A little bit.
All right.
Been up since 5:30 this morning.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming back. You guys have a good one. I'm Jose, aka Isano Monjo, and this has been my Den of Otakus. So see you next time.